No, you do it through OBS.
And it just does it automatically? Is it going now?
Did you hit start streaming?
Yeah, of course I hit start stream, but do I gotta hit it I can't remember. Do I gotta hit it in Twitch too?
No, but I didn't get a notification.
No note? No notey? I'm looking at our Twitch. It appears to be a black screen.
It says we're live.
Can they see us? Oh, no, we're on it. We're on it. Whoops.
Yep, hello.
Yeah, hello. It's so what I was saying to Liz before we started recording. I'm unfortunately being accused of anti-Semitism once again by Gentiles who have no place.
Should we say hello to everyone?
This is my way of saying hello. Hello to everybody. Liz, how you doing?
I'm okay.
I didn't know. Maybe some personal information.
I'm turning it on so I can see the chat.
I don't know who the fuck Emily is.
It's actually Wednesday today, isn't it?
It is Wednesday. Yes, correct. Which that doesn't matter. It's all the same. Nobody. I mean, come on. Give me a fucking break.
Every day is Wednesday, so that's why I was confused if today was actually Wednesday.
No, it's absolutely Wednesday. All right, here we are. Now I can see the chat room. So I'm being accused once again of anti-Semitism, and let me make it clear. It is physically and spiritually impossible for me. I am a walking Der Stürmer cartoon. Like, I am that guy. That's me. That's literally, it's a fucking caricature I got done at Venice Beach. And now this Bappin guy is fucking accusing me.
So can you say why you're being accused?
Because they say that 9/11 conspiracy theories are anti-Semitic because I posted a video of Paul Wolfowitz talking. It's like, Paul Wolfowitz is barely Jewish. That's not a Jewish last name. And he is Jewish, but...
I don't understand why talking about Paul Wolfowitz is anti-Semitic.
Well, these are the same guys. It's all those same fucking people. What's his fucking name? The A grade B, that guy.
Yeah, that person is obsessed with me.
Oh, you should. You should check out.
I think they blocked me. Like I don't. So I never see
after I asked him about
when they tweet about me, but it's like constant. They call me an Assadist.
If you look at that rocks. If you look at, I actually have a Syrian Arab army actual uniform, not full uniform, top half of the uniform in my closet right there that I took off a guy.
This is not helping our case.
I didn't take it off one of their soldiers. I had taken it off somebody who had taken it off one of their soldiers in a different conflagration. I only had pleasant experiences with these young men. Certainly did not take their clothing. But I yeah, it's these fucking guys, and you know the problem is they spent like 3 years freaking out about goddamn Jeremy Corbyn, because they thought, I mean, imagine how much of a pussy you have to be to think Jeremy Corbyn's gonna put you in Dachau.
I fucking forgot about all of that. I like completely forgot.
Me too.
And that feels so fucking long ago that Jeremy Corbyn and Labour is anti-Semitic.
He's still Labour leader.
Was the storyline.
By the way, I just want to be clear. I am drinking, as I just found out, is a yerba mate done by sober people called Clean. I did not know that was the case when I bought it. It was just 50 cents cheaper than the regular yellow ones. And now I know that it's like a sober house guy thing, which, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, anyone who made that is 100% back on crystal meth once they got a little bit of money. So don't worry. I'm not being weird. Yeah, remember that? They were like all thought Jeremy Corbyn was anti-Semitic, cause that mural thing. It's like, who can, and now that like that's.
So they're still obsessed with that?
They're still obsessed with him. They're still obsessed with him. He's like not, he's like done. And that fucking dumb motherfucking Scottish guy is going to be the Labour leader now. Keir Starmer. I can't even pronounce it. The most boring human to ever be born. They don't have anything to complain about anymore. It's like no newspapers covering Labour anti-Semitism anymore.
That's never a thing.
Yeah, I mean, no, it was a thing, just not a thing among our people, because of course that Tony Blair and his little group of cronies are anti-Semitic. They're everything that's bad.
Well, you know what I meant.
I know.
I meant with Corbyn.
Yes,
And
yeah.
everyone.
It's fake. It's fake.
Yeah, but no. So it's like that stuff, and then the Assadist stuff. That's been going on forever.
Yeah.
Where it's like, everyone on the left is a secret lion.
It was funny. They were talking about that the Tara Reid thing, and like because it was on Katie Halper's podcast, but they weren't describing her. I mean, people hate Katie Halper a lot. Like those people like really are like focused on her, but they weren't like talking about any normal stuff. They were just calling her an Assadist, which is really funny because like what. It's like a lady in New York. It's it's speaking of though, I gotta say, hold the phone.
Oh boy.
This is a really good book that I was reading last night. This biography of Hafiz al-Assad. It's very good. And he really personally liked Henry Kissinger. Which I thought was funny. It's crazy. All those guys, like Sadat, all these motherfuckers were like, yeah, he's like
a lot of people liked Kissinger, which is very weird.
It's like he must be charming. We got to meet him.
Well,
exactly. COVID. Dude, I know. That's what I was just thinking. I was like,
no, they probably have him already in a I don't know,
stasis.
Lenin's tomb. He's being embalmed like in the Cheyenne Mountains or whatever. In some secret bunker.
You won't think. That was the last time you think he got pussy. Like, ballpark. 10 years? How old is he?
I don't.
Let me ask.
He's one of the ugly. He's very ugly.
He's 96 years old. He probably hasn't gotten pussy since 2000. That's like the tail end of when you're fucking. Once like. I was looking up Village's stuff last night because of COVID, and sometimes I like watching Village's like promo videos because the Villages, for those of you who don't know, is the largest retirement community I believe in the world in Florida. It's like a whole town.
Yeah.
You have to be 55 and older to go there.
Which is a low age, I feel like.
And in the video, there's some people who are like clearly 55, and it's like, okay. Are you like...
Do you think that's kids sending them there?
You literally have like 40 more years of playing pickle. They all talk about playing pickleball. Do you know what pickleball is?
No, what the fuck is that?
No fucking clue. Pickleball. It's like it's got to be low energy.
Like what?
Well, anyways, I was looking at Village's stuff, and it's just like I can't remember where I was going with that. What were we talking about? Henry Kissinger.
Yeah.
Sex. Yes. Sex. Yes. And it turns out that Villages has like an insanely high STD rate. It's like Isla Vista in Santa Barbara. You know, like the frat island? Have you been there?
No. Mm-mm. That's where the incel shooting was.
Oh, yeah. I've been
Elliot
there.
Rodgers, remember?
No relation. Yes, I was there, but not at that time.
Wait, did you go to like a frat party in Isla Vista?
No, we played. This was when I was a teenager. We played like some. I've been there twice. This guy, this like crusty guy, used to live in there for some reason. There's like a few like it's like the Beco House and like these like whatever bullshit like communes or whatever. I don't know. I didn't pay any attention. One of them has punk shows, and we played a show there, and it was the night that like all the frats were like I think having parties. It was like Rush or something. It's just like a frat word. I know. I don't know exactly.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Me either. It was the first time I'd ever been around it. I was like 17, and no shit. At like 4 p.m., sun's still high in the sky. I saw a completely naked woman pounding on a door because her roommates had locked her out naked, and you could see her roommates were like leaning out the window laughing at her. It was depraved.
That's awful.
Insane. It was also.
I've only been to like one frat party, and it was in D.C. at George Washington.
Why?
I was like, I don't know. I was like visiting a friend. It was very weird. I did not like it.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought it was like going to be like the movies.
My friend, I know someone who went to Santa Barbara, and he was roommates with Steve Aoki.
Oh yeah, Steve Aoki. My toothpick fell out of my mouth. Steve Aoki, I know this for a fact, has a giant Gorilla Biscuits, or probably had at this point, a giant Gorilla Biscuits tattoo on him. He's like, because his dad's the Benihana guy. My buddy Graham from Annihilation Time used to play in straight edge bands, either with him or like he was like one of their buds that like hung out. So I've been of course looking at Dan Bilzerian a lot. Past few days, because I'm just like, what's that guy doing? He's partying. He has a lot of desert stuff. It's kind of like,
oh, he bugged out.
No, he's like a rich guy who was like, I think in the military in some capacity, like tried out for SEALs or something, but like didn't make, I don't know. He's been hanging out with Steve Aoki a lot. Steve Aoki, I believe, might be quarantining with him and his crew of trafficked women, allegedly. That's the thing.
Like in a compound.
I don't think people understand. Like all those girls you see in the Instagram things are like that's like not his girlfriend. Like those aren't their girlfriends or whatever.
No, like, I mean, there's the whole, like we've talked about this on the podcast, like the whole yacht party phenomenon too. Like whenever you would see, models and like some famous too, but also like aspiring, wanting to move up the alphabet ladder of celebrity on these like yacht parties in the Emirates.
Mm-hmm. Or even
just
off
of
LA.
Think they're doing there. They're being paid to be there.
Mm-hmm. And like, and that's sort of just like, I don't know if you watched True Detective season 2. But there's a scene.
Yes, I have.
The scene where all those broads are getting on the bus to go up to the fucking sex party, which could have been done so much better.
That was a little. It was a little weird. I don't know.
But that's like real. Like there are.
Oh yeah.
Like that. Those like buses are.
No, I mean I've
some
talked
leaving
to
tonight.
people,
I guarantee you.
Okay,
What's that?
as I like to say, I lived in LA for a really long time, so I know a thing or two about the industry.
Mm-hmm.
That I never worked in Hollywood, but I know people that.
I've always said you could have been a model.
Thank you. I don't. That's not true, but thank you.
Oh no, not a fashion model.
What was I saying? Oh, so no, I know a story about a guy who, I mean, I think I can say this. I don't know. Maybe I can't, but we'll find out.
You can say it. Absolutely can say it. No, there's no one coming through the door.
Who was like kind of like new in the industry and was at a party that was like all pretty high up, like studio producers, casting, but like high up guys, like real high up execs. And he got to this party and there were like there's like no girls there. It was all guys in suits.
Dudes rock.
Yeah.
I love hanging out in suits with my buddies.
Like, I mean, he's like new to the thing. So he's just like, okay, I guess this is fine. And then he was like kind of walking around the party and he's like, this is like, what the fuck is going on? So he asked like one of the guys and he's like, hey, are there like, why are there no women here? Like, what is this? And, this is like some Hollywood Hills mansion, whatever, off Mulholland or something. And the guys were like, oh no, they'll be here in a second. And it was the same fucking kind of thing where it was like a fucking bus rolls up and these girls come out and he said, apparently, allegedly, there were very recognizable names that were circling around. I feel like I shouldn't say who, but I know one for a fact.
Hit me with some initials, baby.
MF was absolutely one that was there.
Mr. Fab? Yeah, no, I totally believe. Like that's the thing is like Lindsay Lohan, right? She's
back.
She's
Did
back.
you see?
Oh, yeah, Lohan's bar, right? She has like a bar in like the Greek islands.
No, so she put something up on Twitter like yesterday. I think yesterday. I don't know. The core days blur together. But she put something up on Twitter that was like, "I'm back, bitches," which is just so funny.
That's so tight.
to do
She's.
during quarantine? I know it's like a video thing. Like she's like doing some project.
I wonder because so she
But you know
married.
what? Come
She
back.
she
Come
married
back,
some like
Lindsay.
Emirati guy, who like you remember those pictures of her and Baina and RTE Erdogan,
Yeah.
and she's wearing like it's
It was so weird.
well there was rumors
Wasn't
that
that
like
around the
she's
time there was that like viral video of her dancing?
no
Do you remember?
dancing where
It was just like a really terrible dance. I
she's
don't know.
like
It kind of went viral.
this is extremely disrespectful for me to say, and for ladies in the audience, I apologize. Please forgive me this. I'm saying this as just. I'm saying this in a not in a catty way. I'm just saying this is in a. She's not hot.
She's a mess.
She's a mess. She remember when she said she drank like 12 kombuchas, and that's why she's fucked up. Respect. Everybody in AA has tried that, so respect. But I saw some like video of her the other day, and she has some like one of those clearly like home produced or something reality shows where she has a bar. It's called like Lindsay's Bar or something. She has a bar on some Greek island, and she is like the manager of it, and it's about her sort of misadventures in that. It looks just, I mean,
I like she's a mess, but also like her family situation is woof.
yeah.
That's like I can't like put even too much on her because growing up with those two, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I
all
feel
those people
for her.
are from fucked up, totally fucked up families. I see some people in the chat are saying that we should make it so we can see the chat while we do this. I'll tell you honestly what I'm looking at right now. I'm just looking at our OBS thing because I'm so afraid that if I click out of it, you guys will see other shit on my computer, which is mostly targets, pictures of targets I have. It's a sort of pictorial list, and I really don't want to, that's season 3 of TrueAnon. Liz, you know what has resurfaced lately?
No one has what?
You know what has resurfaced lately?
What?
Claims that I am in the CIA.
Oh
I've seen
yeah.
it repeated a couple times, fairly earnestly, that I am an agent or an asset of specifically the CIA, which I feel like is a little too specific. Why wouldn't I just be one of the more obscure ones? Why can't I be DIA? Why can't I be even
Well, because
FBI?
people know you're not a cop. You don't give off cop vibes.
Ironic
So
because
no one is like, oh, he's FBI.
I don't think people understand. I have literally arrested somebody, like in real life, with handcuffs.
I know, but you're not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, I know what you mean, but it reminded me of the original where this came from originally. Is I was in the Middle East and people thought that they either thought I was a literal actual like Blackwater type mercenary, which that's kind of the more flattering one, or they thought I was a like propaganda thing,
Right.
support for American intervention in Syria, which
Yeah, this is the how to get the like Twitter dirtbag left
Yeah.
to manufacture their consent for American imperialism.
that crucial segment of society. But I've always sort of wondered. I think if I had been the thinking is that if I got recruited to the CIA, if people have really fleshed this out more, it would have been while I was a drug addict. Because it is not uncommon.
That's what they say?
That's what they say. That I was recruited to the agency when I was a heroin addict, presumably in exchange for the secret cure to heroin addiction that the agency has.
Right.
Which,
Sure.
okay, that makes sense to me. Then they had me lie low and work at a boxing gym for 2 years. And then go to Syria. See,
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. I would have, if we take this further and I'm a Fed, which by the way, to be clear, that's a little different than being CIA, right? A Fed is that's lower. I'm not switching
I will
agencies.
say, our outfits tonight, like you do look like an agent and I look like a Fed.
That's true. Whoa, this is a CIA outfit.
It
Holy
is.
shit. Respect to me for that. But I guess I just like, and the thinking is that I would have been arrested if I came back from the Middle East, except that I am in the CIA. Which,
Well, a lot of people have said that, but that's not true.
no, it's actually, America is one of the only countries where it's technically not against the law to do that.
Right.
And not even just the people we're with, in general. And my phone was for sure tapped. It acted super weird. All this weird shit happened for a long time after I got back. And I assume it still is. But again, you should never say anything that's, on your phone to begin with, no matter how secure it is. But it doesn't really make sense because, like, yeah, okay, I got questioned for a long time after I get back, although let me tell you, it was not a great question and answer session. But no other Americans have been arrested for it, so I'm like, they can't all be feds too, right? Unless we're all feds. But
I think the other thing that people say, and I know that I feel like you've addressed this, but I don't know. People are always like, how do you just go to Syria and come back?
you
Like as if
email
even
them.
going to Syria is like a crime. But it's
Which,
not.
first of all, going to Syria is not a crime. You can fly to Damascus tomorrow if you want. I mean, actually, probably not tomorrow. Might be a little difficult considering the corona situation. But it's not illegal. And you just email these fucking guys. It takes a lot. It's a lot longer process than this. And then they give you this list of instructions, and then you meet up with somebody who forgot they were supposed to pick you up, which apparently they do to everybody. They just forget to pick you up, and most people are left wandering around the town for 2 days in Iraq. And then they take you over. It's like a 20-kilometer or 10-kilometer. I can't remember. It's a really long all-night hike, and you got to cross the Tigris River in a fucking blow-up boat, which is not suited for the purpose.
Wow.
A very small little rubber boat dinghy. And then you hike for a long time through minefields, which is not great because you can't smoke during this. And I was having some difficulty with that. But
How long is that?
it took just all night. Like we got, I don't know, hours and hours and hours. You couldn't look at your watch. You couldn't. It was just like all black, big ass pack on your back. You follow the guy in front of you, and you can't move left or right because it's like there's mines around there, and so. It didn't happen to us, but a lot of other people. There's like helicopters looking for you because this is the Iraqi Kurds. They don't like the PKK.
Right.
YPG. So they try to prevent you from. They don't really try very hard because the guys weigh it out in their mind. They're like, "Fuck, I get paid $20 a month to guard the border. These guys could just shoot me, and like I might know some of them. So what's the fucking point?" But they will arrest you if there's only a couple of you. It was weird though because you're with like a bunch of guerrillas, fully armed, like in their fucking gorilla outfit, and you're running across highways, like real highways. Like you're waiting for the cars to stop, and then 20 of you run across a highway and duck into a ditch and wait for the cars to stop again so you can walk further. It's one of those surreal things I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's totally bizarre because like people think Iraq is just all like dirt roads and shit like that. No, there's like paved roads and like gas stations and shit. And it's very bizarre. But I guess the thing with CIA is like, okay, I get the manufacturing consent thing or whatever. Like if they thought I was like a propaganda.
I don't know.
But I would have done it better.
Well, it's also like if they wanted to do that, I think they would have picked like, I mean, no offense, but like maybe a less marginal slice of the population than like weird.
Jews are marginalized. Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's like unless they were specifically trying to attract a very minor demographic, because it's not like normies got on board or anything. Like I think people read a lot into the movie thing, which like Jake Gyllenhaal bought the rights to an article that featured me in it, which he bought it from the author, I beefed with him over this for a while, but we're cool now. Plus, I don't think the movie's going to get made, but maybe. They updated the IMDb recently. I guess there's another writer attached to it now, but I don't know. It's got nothing to do with me. People thought that was like leading into something, but like no, it just stalled. If I was the CIA and I was trying to like gin up consent by using somebody in the role that like I was in, which is Western volunteer or whatever, I would have picked a woman, B, a hot woman, and C, I would have had to die.
Mm,
Yeah,
good call.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really understand. Like, I think that the people that really obsess over this are also the same people that are obsessed with like Twitter being the entire universe.
that's precisely it.
It's like it totally. I mean, I probably, I have my own theories about Twitter and like new media ecosystems. But the idea that like, I mean, these are the same people who think I'm like a secret Nazi.
You're an open Nazi.
Don't
I'm
say
not.
that.
No, Liz is definitely. Look at this. She's in a long-term business partnership with the Jew. No, it's actually it does overlap a little bit with what's that guy Peter Seller? It's like those kind. It's the same kind of brain where they think that like I think these people think that like Twitter's the whole universe, and so of course it makes sense that there are agents that you got to it's the same thing with like the crazy like those like Antifa accounts, but they just get mad at like Chapo Trap House or whatever. It's like they like need this like conflict to be existing in that realm. Like it needs to exist on Twitter.
Because it makes them useful. Mm-hmm. It makes them feel like they're doing something as they like Twitter warrior all these things and make these connections with these accounts that are like completely and totally insane.
Yeah. And it's like, it's weird to see like people's fantasies play out because people they want you to be a Nazi, right? Like those people want me to be CIA. It's this desire they have because they need to like, I don't know what it is because I don't have that same desire, but like they need this like conflict that gives them purpose, that gives them meaning, and they can't find it outside of that. Like I see people's like weird shit projected on me all the time because like if you look at it, people say all sorts of shit about what I do or what I did, but it's like either people think I'm like a baby killer burning hooches or whatever, or they're like a lot of people are always like, oh, he just sat in the rear, which is like completely untrue, and you can read any article about it. Clearly did not happen. I don't wish that happened because that would be boring. But like, they just don't get that you get like cell service out there. So like, how could he post from there? It's like, motherfucker, there are cell phone towers everywhere. But it's like you see people's, and it's now that you have like a bunch of followers or whatever. Now it's happening to you too. It's gonna happen more to you, and you're gonna get freaked out by it. But people's like fantasies, bad and good, get projected onto you, and it's a very weird thing to experience. Yeah,
I mean, my life is pretty boring. I haven't really done anything.
I know, but I don't think your life is. There's a lot more boring lives out there, but the thing is, your life is also mysterious to a lot of people, and that's
because there's no information about me on the internet.
That's true, but that means that people are going to make it up in their little heads.
Well, they can go off. There's nothing to go off of.
But that's the thing. That's like they'll find something, or they'll find another Liz Franzak or whatever, or just another Franzak, another Liz.
There is another one. I remember I found her.
Where's she from?
I don't know. I do know, but I don't want to say. But
can you text it to me? I want to see what she looks like.
No, but I remember coming across her internet profile. Like, I don't know. I feel like this was a really long time ago. Like in the days of Friendster or MySpace or something.
I just Googled you, and there's a picture of in the images thing. There's a picture of you in Joker face, and then it's right below a picture of Woody Allen and Epstein and that girl. Oh, there is another Liz Franzak. She looks very pixelated here. She looks normal. There's also a picture of Hillary Clinton.
Great company. Joker.
Among the greats.
Hillary Clinton.
But that's the thing is like...
I mean, it's, I was a clown, so...
You're gonna be, I'm just saying this though, like at some point, probably in the next 6 months, actually because of quarantine that's accelerated, probably within the next couple months or couple weeks, you will be accused of being a agent of the CIA. Guarantee it.
Yeah, probably.
It's strange because you're like, it's I don't know. I feel like I would have a nicer apartment, but maybe I'm just deep undercover. I don't know. I mean, fuck. Who cares? People can accuse me of whatever they want. They'll never see me because I'll never leave the house again.
I know. No one's gonna. I mean, that must be hard for intelligence agents.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering, like, what is the CIA doing? Like, how are they spreading coronavirus
Well,
to
there's
Iran?
probably already a cure. Okay, there's probably already a cure. So, you know.
Yeah, it's our homes look nice though. Liz's home is, I assure you, much nicer than mine, but I know her rent is very cheap. Both of us have cheap rent because if you're from here, you know how to get rent control apartments or cheap places. So it's not very difficult. Actually, it's extremely difficult. But no,
I found my place on Craigslist actually.
So did we. Yeah, this place too. People are asking me what Juul flavor. I have a problem, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking at the second to last pod that is in this house. Now, as many of you know, Juul is banned in San Francisco. There is a prohibition-style prohibition on Juul. And so I'll tell you what, I don't know what I'm going to do after this. I don't know.
What if you start making like moonshine Juul pods?
The thing is, you can't. You can. There's like salts or whatever you can make. But
Don't do that, dude. That's like the worst quarantine activity ever. Like DIY Juul pods, like some kind of like, absolutely not.
What's that shit? Hydrochloroquine?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah. I don't know. I actually don't know. I've only read it. I've never heard anyone say it. Remember when they were like the FDA tweeted that it was not like you shouldn't buy it? Oh no, it wasn't the FDA. It was everybody else. They were like, oh, it doesn't work. But like, I think it does work.
Well, no. I mean, so okay, you saw all the stuff about the French pharmacy, right?
Lay it on our view. So who was?
So this is everyone needs to open their third eye for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was January 21st, right?
I think it might have been before that. But yeah, I think it was 13th.
No, I think it was okay. I think it was January 21st,
Okay.
and no one knows why this happens. But the French, they have been selling hydrochloroquine, if that's how you say it. Sorry, if that's not how you say it, don't fucking tell me. I don't care. They have been selling it over the counter, like for decades.
Yeah.
It's something you could get at the pharmacy. January 21st, which by the way is months prior. That's like a month out from Italy, France, anything.
Mm-hmm.
It is mysteriously taken out of like being able to be purchased over the counter and is now only available through a prescription at French pharmacies. Then just last week, the French like health minister or whatever comes out and says all of our supply of hydrochloroquine is gone missing from the central pharmacy.
That's right. And I think that
one, where did it go? And two, who knew what January 21st and what calls were made?
Well, now it's like, you know, we received a lot of messages from our listeners. Oh, look, French watchdog warns of dangerous side effects of unproven COVID-19 treatments. Yeah, they're basically now saying they're going. So remember when they told you that you didn't need a mask, and even though you saw, I know we talked about this last episode, but that you saw that every country, everyone was wearing masks, especially in Asia. Everyone was wearing masks and gloves and full protective gear, but in America they were like, you don't need a mask. You don't need a mask. And then they were like, actually, you should get a mask. We really need masks. That was them lying to you. And it wasn't, it's really interesting because they directly lied, and they tend to do that, but they tend not to be so blatant about it, where like one week they're saying one thing and then the next week they're basically directly contradicting themselves in the open, in the same venue. Usually they'll do it a little more roundabout way than that. But the mask thing was amazing because they were like, you do not need masks. And the media backed them up on it. And then now it's like, oh, you shouldn't leave your house unless you have a mask. And I get it was to prevent hoarding, but they also, like, there's other ways to go about that.
Right.
And, like...
I mean, yeah, I don't know what that was about, to be honest.
Yeah.
Other than, like, I don't know. Yeah, maybe they just also didn't want to panic, like you're saying.
Yeah.
But, like, people should have been wearing masks for a real time.
It's crazy. You know, Florida just went onto lockdown today. DeSantis called it today. Florida's on lockdown. Insane. And, you know, I'm sure many of you, you know, everyone's at home. You got a lot of time to look at stuff. I'm sure many of you saw the articles about how a lot of states aren't getting their shit. We talked about this on a previous stream. And Florida's getting everything. But Florida didn't even call the fucking stay-at-home order until today. Amazing.
I mean, part of it is
they aren't going onto lockdown until Friday.
What?
They aren't going into it till Friday.
How bad is the situation in Florida? It's not great, right?
No, it's not great. Also, talk about an American Italy. A lot of old people down there. That's like...
And reckless spring breakers.
They're saying Florida's list of essential workers is really long, too. That's the thing, is you're going to start seeing people added to those lists, too, as lobbyists need to get... Right. My friend Evan just said he's outside my window. I haven't seen this guy in like 2 weeks. Let me just go run and say hi, and I'll run back.
Okay. I'm gonna look and see what the chat is saying. Hello, you guys. 7,000 cases in Florida. Someone says in here. Yeah, it's not just the all the retirement communities, but also, I mean, you guys saw all of the like reports of all those reckless, crazy spring breakers that were going on to crazy parties. So these are all super spreaders, which is really bad.
That's Evan was outside. He did anchor with me, and he works at Tartine. His girlfriend works.
Oh yeah.
Weird. I guess
I like him.
Me too. He's an all-American, great guy, strong warrior for labor. What are our little chatters saying?
I was just talking about how, okay, so you know, last week was spring break?
2 weeks ago, I think.
2 weeks ago. Okay, so they're all having parties in Florida. Little super spreaders,
exactly. And there was that one guy who was like, you know, his name was like Bunk Shit or something. It was like an incredible name for a guy like that. It was just like Chad Bunkley or something like that. Just like a name that sounds fake. And he was like, I'm not afraid of getting it. I'm gonna have a good time. And you can see him coughing.
Oh, right.
And then he got it, and he's like, please take this seriously. But I'm sure he was just saying that like, because there was a lot of media attention on him. But is that toothpick tea tree oiled? Absolutely. Yes. That's to prevent...
that's the classic move.
To prevent COVID-19. Yeah, it's Florida is not going to be great. I'll tell you what, Liz, it kind of looks like everywhere but here is going to be pretty bad.
I mean, we're not out of the clear at all.
We're not out of the clear, but I mean worse than us.
I'm worried about Santa Clara and Santa Cruz.
In what way?
I think LA is really not in a good spot either.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's been posting weird things on Instagram stories, and like, I think they've been posting thigh gap. Yeah, LA.
Stupid.
I'm just sipping the tea, honey.
Someone really quickly, I just saw someone ask me what hand lotion they should get, and I have to say Willetta Skin Food is the hand cream you should get.
What is it? What's
it's called cream? Willetta. It's a German company. Or I think it's German. Maybe it's Australian.
What's
I can't remember.
Hand cream?
It's hand cream. Yeah, it's called Skin Food.
Look at this, baby. Flawless. Flawless. Never put a dollop of cream on it. It's natch skin.
Naturally oily.
It's not dry, baby. Oh, should we show them a t-shirt?
Oh, I forgot. I'll go grab them.
Let's give them a sneak peek. So right now, Liz is running to her giant. Liz is I can say whatever I want about her. She's a giant sneaker collector. So she's running to her giant collection of sneakers, where our t-shirts that we had made up for the shows that we're no longer doing. That's she's gonna show it to you. How do you afford rent in SF? It's expensive. I don't pay market rate. So we have other ones. Oh, you brought them all.
Yeah, I have all
Thank
three
you.
here.
These are all Liz designs, by the way.
I know. What if people don't like them?
Impossible. We sold them out
Okay,
in LA.
so oh yeah. So this is the first one. Can you see it?
Yeah. Very groovy.
So it says Jeffrey Epstein. It's kind of like 90s, 60s. Woo. Crazy. Then there's this one, which I just realized this is backwards, like on the camera.
No, it's not. I can see. Oh, maybe it is to them, but I can see it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I can see. It looks normal to me.
Oh, I thought it was backwards. Anyway, and it says Epstein's, like the Zabar's logo. Can you read what it says, Grace?
It says Ghislaine Maxwell, world famous private island. Girls from every corner of the world, CIA agents, famous presidents. Our estates have everything you could ever dream of. 9 East 71st Street, New York, New York, 10021, www.TrueAnon.com. That's my favorite one. I love that shirt.
So that's funny.
Um,
And then this one.
oh yeah, that's our that's our shoegaze one.
I know, it does kind of look like a shoegaze
Yeah,
band.
it's definitely like a My Bloody Valentine kind of looking.
So we're trying to get these online. We were gonna bring them to the New York show.
And we're trying to make
Show, but
so those we made those for the New York show. And we were gonna make a what's it called, Shopify. I still don't know what that is.
it's just an online store. No, we're gonna do that. I can set that up soon.
Yeah, but we're not gonna ship them right now, right?
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
No,
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I don't want to. That seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, I shouldn't do that.
I think companies are doing that, but like Liz would have to literally go to the post office and ship all this shit, which seems. First of all, that was supposed to be my job, and I would feel bad if she did it. And then second of all, I don't want her to get COVID-19. Dude, if you get corona, I've been thinking about this. Like, what if one of us gets corona? What are we going to do on the show?
I was thinking about that this morning.
Like, what if I just like straight up get COVID fucking 19 and I'm like, hello, no, it's.
No, I would just do it without you.
You've never done one without me.
Mm-mm.
No, I've done 2 without you.
2?
I think. Maybe
I
just
think
done
just
one.
one.
That was like early on too.
I think it was just one.
I wonder if I could do it without you. I would never. I would, Brace, didn't you get it in Seattle? Yeah, I do think I got it. I either got it in Seattle or the thing is, when we did that Chapo show, I said this on here, I've said this many times, I was super sick, like really fucked up sick. And I got all those guys sick too, I think. Like really sick. So, it possibly could. Brace, you're a sailor. How about not shipping them? No, that's not fucking. That's more expensive. They gotta pay union rates. Those guys. Amber said on Not Really that she thinks her and all the Chapos had corona on tour. I think I gave them coronavirus. So all those Wasbappin
No.
guys should love me then.
No, you were.
No, dude. Remember how sick I was? I had to take the speedy little pill.
That was the tail end of it, though.
Yeah. I think they were here for like another 4 days, though, right? I don't remember.
But I didn't get sick, dude.
Maybe
I would've
maybe
gotten
you're
it.
asymptomatic.
What if I'm immune?
Why do people still say Virgil Texas is dead? What happened to him? All these people in here. Is he all right? I feel like they're being racist. He died?
No.
No, impossible. Slavs are immune. I guess
Someone called me a Nosbol in the Greenwald live chat. Well, that's great.
That's amazing. See, I don't really understand what we're communists. Like, what's the, I know a real Nosbol. It's funny. I know a real Nosbol. I know a literal Russian guy named, actually Evan knows him too. We both hate him. A Russian guy who was actually in real life in the National Bolsheviks in Russia, got arrested as an activist, moved here, and now is, get this, he is an ultra Wasbappin, like anti-Assad, like third camp Trotskyist. And he came, I used to do a State and Revolution reading group. I did the State and Revolution reading group that was fantastico. There was like 30 people that would come. I ran it, so no fucking freaks. And he would come. He didn't even fucking read the book. And he would just be there, and he would try to argue about Bashar al-Assad. And we're like, dude, what? And so he got so crazy into it. He started hanging around with like these really small, ultra right wing, like Bolivian groups. And like, so he joined all of these like super right wing and really small, like kind of cadre style groups for like Latin American right wingers. And that is the National Bolshevik guy I know. So he is nothing like Limonov died. Limonov, you know.
I don't know. Why do people think that about me? What have I ever said or done to give off any kind of vibe that would make that even close to any possibility? It doesn't even make sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
I don't know. I also think that people's like, I don't know. I don't understand, because people's perception of you is really weird. And it's like, I think they transferred the Amy Therese stuff onto you because she got kicked off Twitter and like, oh, this is another broad. And so that's like the only thing I can think of, because like, I guess because you're not like, you don't like, are woke or whatever, but like most people aren't. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I guarantee you this, you
I
had a blue
said
check
or
next to
did.
your name would never happen.
But like, this was happening when I had like 600 followers, which was not that long ago.
Yeah, that's also funny. Is like
Very weird. It's like, I'm a
you have
nobody.
like 50,000 followers now. That's respect for that. That's a lot.
It's too many.
Yeah.
I can't, this way too many.
You got to cull the herd. Start blocking everybody. You know what you got to do? You got to decimate them. You got to go through your follower list, and every 10th block them. And not only block them, get to report them as well.
No.
I
don't care that much.
Yeah, people
I just
think
mute everything I tweet so I don't see anything. I don't care.
Yeah, it's true. Liz does mute everything she tweets. Me, I'm trying to set it to the thing where I can only see if blue checks respond to me, which I think you can only do if you have a blue. We need to get the TrueAnon account a blue check, or I'm gonna get it fucking banned. My friend Mehmet is gonna get it banned. I can't control myself, and it's like I have so many enemies. And they.
What do we have to do? Just talk to someone at Twitter?
I don't know. It's like if you try to get the blue check, it's just like they say there's a line and you can't do it, but it's like they say they're too backed up with the request and they can't do it. And it's been like that for like 4 years, I think. I think they just give you a blue check if you're like, listen,
mess with people.
If we get a blue check before Joshua 4 Congress, actually, excuse me, if Joshua 4 Congress gets a blue check instead of us, no, I'm moving on.
Who is that guy, by the way?
I don't know, man, but a poster, I guess, somebody who's there was like a wave of guys that were like running for office in this last wave. I think maybe some of them still are. That like, part of me thinks that they did it because Twitter started giving everyone who runs for office, except for Joshua for Congress, a blue check, and so like part of me thinks it is like a lot of people literally did it for a blue check. But he's just like I don't know, he's just a fucking kid. But it's like, it's shit like that. I talked about that with the boys because, you know, I have very strong feelings about people. The boys.
The Boy Scout?
No, with Evan and the other boys. The boys
real life.
The boys from the factory. And it's like those people running for office. A lot of it I feel like is super individualistic. Like they're not doing it like at the behest of like a group or something. People gave that fucking Shama Sawan a lot of shit just because she's in Socialist Alternative, who like, ugh. But she is controlled by them at least, and a lot of these people are just like, I'm a crazy guy. Check it out, I'm gonna guillotine you. It's like that's not what you do, you know. Do you think U.S. soldiers are all complicit in misery and death, or is it more complicated? It's more complicated than that, but certainly a lot of them are. Oh, yeah. Remember when Cenk Uyghur ran for Congress, Liz? Like a week ago? Why the fuck did he do that?
And then you were like, wait. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. I still don't know what the Young Turks
I don't know what the Young
is.
Turks are either. Does that Twitch guy everyone likes, Hassan, he seems all right, but is he related? Is he Turkish? Hassan, it makes me believe he is. So
is he a family? Are they a family?
That's what I'm saying. Is it a family
like
affair?
Family?
Is this like a large Turkish family? Which is much respect if it is. I just don't. Is it a TV network? Like, is it on TV?
But didn't he just like block everyone from unionizing?
I don't know. There was some weird shit around that. I think that actually was a little more complicated than it seemed. But I mean, yes, from all appearances. I don't know though. I think that was like. I just know how some unions operate, and there's something about the timing of that seems a little weird for me. But, like, I don't understand, like, oh, Hassan got fired from the Young Turks? Is that true? Osaka, you are our moderator. You can't lie to me. Is that true? Did he get fired from it? Broke-ass Stewart is running. Yeah, Broke-ass Stewart's another guy. It's like, come on, buddy. You don't need to run.
He's always running.
He got fired?
He ran before. Didn't he run in San Francisco before?
Broke-ass Stewart? Yeah, he ran with like 3 other people on like this because it's like a ranked choice thing. It was they actually got 40% against Ed Lee, but
where are you?
You disappeared.
Oh, you disappeared from me.
It's so good to see you again. Yeah, respect the Osaka. Respect our moderators. This is the first chat you'll ever be where you have to respect the mods. Yeah, Hassan, so should we just do this full time? So I looked at his channel before this, and he was just watching YouTube videos. Does he do that all day? I'm not like being mean or anything right here. I'm like literally don't know. Like I've never watched, like he seems cool. I'm just like, that's an amazing fucking job. Like,
I don't know like if that would be interesting.
Well, I don't know if we would be good at it, but if I was so inclined to watch TV or to watch YouTube videos and to play games, that would rock. That would fucking be insanely. That's like literally like the dream job people have since they're like young. I
don't want to do that, Brace.
I don't think that's our job. We're independent private investigators.
I do want to just address this very quickly because someone asked us if we were following the Nth Room scandal in South Korea.
Yes.
And I want to say absolutely yes. We are doing an episode about this. This is an insanely horrifying situation.
Yeah.
It basically is what seems to be like a multi-level mobile Telegram chat with a fucking shit ton of famous people, by the way. And it seems that someone has a list of all the people that were in it that were sharing like 30 up to like what do they say 30,000 40,000 images of child porn.
Yeah. It's funny because this shit actually I was looking into like another, what was it called? Dark Sun? It was like another Korean pop scandal a couple weeks ago to see if we could do an episode on it. But then I was like,
I don't
fuck.
remember when I was at your house, we were talking about
Yeah.
how fucked up the entire it's like a feudal fucking system to
Burning
like
Sun.
farm out these K-pop stars. That's separate though from the end, but I mean I'm down to talk about both.
Yeah. We
But
should
for
talk
people
about
not
both.
following the nth room, and it's NTH, nth as in like as you know, an unknown number room scandal in South Korea. The K-pop thing is fucking crazy.
Fucking crazy. Yeah. I also just don't. That kind of came out of nowhere, huh? K-pop. It's.
It's been simmering for years.
I stand. Absolutely, baby. I stand.
I don't think that's anything.
I don't think I stand. No, I don't. Yeah, I never really. It has been simmering for years, but it finally really blew up. Like Americans love it.
Yeah, they're all
Maybe-
like contract slaves, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like really, they're literally like slave contracts, if you can call them that.
Well, I mean, so like, look at like some of the American, record company system. It's basically not the same thing, but it's similar. I mean, what's her name? Kesha. Remember that shit?
Yeah, the
It's
stuff
still
with
going
Kesha was
on.
bad. I think this is like a different level.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
totally a
honest.
different level because I think like these people are making like no money, like literally no money.
Well, and they just pay everything they do pays back to the companies.
Yeah, and
And,
they
like,
like they
it's a
can make you
job.
get
They,
plastic
like,
surgery.
you know,
It's fucking insane. I some of the worst years of my life was when I was in BTS, and like it's remember we went to that Korean skincare store, didn't we? In Japantown, were you not with me?
No, I didn't do that with you.
Who the fuck was I with? I was with some people.
I've
And
never done skincare shopping with you.
well, I didn't buy anything, but
I'm very particular about what I
I was
use,
just
so.
there to stand. I don't know. It's dude. I cannot wait until I can go places again. I am incredible. This is a
Yeah.
full gun. I am. So I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast on the stream. Everything's kind of blurring together. But I ran into someone I know, an acquaintance, and I had this strange. I tried to talk to my beautiful analyst about this for a while yesterday. I meet with her on Tuesdays over the telephone, and it's such a strange sensation because I felt. I mean, I don't like this person a lot. I mean, also even in that, that was the third time I've run into somebody I know, and it's like I mean, he's outside my house, but it's like it's strange because it feels almost illicit. You know, it
Like
reminded
you're doing
me.
something bad.
Yeah, like it reminded me. I had the same sort of like vague and senseless guilt that I had around it as when like I masturbated when I was a kid, or like looked at not even masturbated. It's like when I looked at like pictures of girls when I was a kid, like 12 or whatever. And it's that same sort of like I did something, I broke some like unwritten rule, and I needed to rectify it as soon as possible. Like I was like, I need to get out of this conversation. I need to go back home. I didn't even want to walk anymore. I wanted to just go back home because I felt like I had broken some spell or something, and it was really like it's a weird feeling. And you know, I talk about the I mentioned like masturbation or whatever, looking at girls, because it reminds me like that illicitness of it is what reminds me of it. It was weird. It was like,
Did you feel shame or
not
guilt?
like,
Those are
not
two different feelings.
yes, and which guilt I'm feeling literally like 100% of the time. That's like my main thing I'm feeling. But no, it was like a cousin of those. It was like I had broken some like code or something, and accidentally, you know, it's not like I did something like really really fucked up, but like I had like I don't know. I think it's weird. So I sort of traced it back, and I realized that the worst I felt that was like this, that like the worst time I felt an emotion like this is when I was sent to that cult when I was a kid. I was 13 when I got sent there, and so very horned up. And I had, and this is a very embarrassing thing to say, but I've said it on the podcast, I think, so I can say it on here. I had written some erotic fiction journal entries about a few girls there, and I hid them on my person because they weren't allowed to search your person, but they could search all your stuff. And they'd look in your mattress and they read your journal, all that kind of shit, lift it up, go through all your pockets of clothes that were hung up. And which is also funny that I was masturbating to my own writing. It's a little weird, but again, I was in a cult camp. Oh, Liz, where'd you go? Liz. I don't know where the hell Liz went. I'm gonna text her. This program sucks that we use, but we still can't figure out how. Zoom, I'm too afraid of because everyone. I keep being in these AA meetings where people jack off. Liz Franzak is in the house. I don't know what that means. Join. Baby, what'd you do?
My computer just froze and died. It just
died?
froze and locked me out. I'm so sorry.
Well, I'll finish this masturbation. No, so I had written these.
It was frozen and I could hear you, and then it.
See this? It's this program. I swear to God, it's in beta still. Which normally I would never use something that's in beta, but I figure I'd go down a couple steps. So I'd written these basically erotic fiction about these fan fiction about these girls because there was nothing else. Like you go crazy. You guys, anyone who's been locked somewhere knows what I'm talking about. You do weird shit. And my parents had come to visit and had taken me off the campus for not campus, like what they call it, the farm, for a couple hours. And I came back and they searched my clothes. So they were allowed to do that when you came back. And they found them and they made me, not read them aloud, but they made me describe them in front of 50 people to the girls that I wrote them about. Yeah. And that same sort of feeling like I did something wrong, but I didn't actually do something wrong is the feeling I had. And then they made me burn them and all this shit. But it's the same. It's it's not, of course, as strong because that was a very strong feeling that I had back then. But it's the same universe that feeling exists in. It's it's very vague and weird. And I thought it was interesting because it was also a little bit thrilling. I was I'm seeing somebody. But it's. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
What did your analyst say?
She was just, she's all into symbols and shit like that. But she, I don't know. We talked about it for a while. I did a lot of the talking. I don't know. She helped me sort of trace it back to that, basically. But we kind of put a pin in it to talking about it more next week because I sort of talked about it a lot. But I think it's weird. I think it's I think it might. I don't know if it's trauma from that shit when I was a kid because I don't think of myself as traumatized for it or anything. But it's the fact that I felt that so strongly, and I don't think it's necessarily normal. I don't have any of you guys run into people on the street. The cult was called TrueAnon.
A lot of people are still seeing people
regularly. Yeah, are you guys locked up like we are?
I don't know. I feel the varying degrees of people taking this seriously is it's all over the place.
That's true. I was talking to we were saying before. I was talking to my friend who was I'm going to move apartments, and I was do not do that in New York City.
That's so totally insane.
Totally. They're saying I'm locked up. I'm in 6 weeks quarantine. Early adopter. Much respect to Zali Yadzik. I go out once a week for groceries. Oh, this is one of our moderators. Respect. Our mods aren't allowed to leave the house even for groceries from now on. Or I'll get your enemies to moderate. You haven't left my house in 2 weeks. Week 4 of lockdown in Minneapolis. Respect. Caged animals. I have to work. If you have to work, this doesn't matter for you. I respect, by the way. New York City's gone. 2 weeks, been out twice. Rarely leave my room in London.
Nuts.
What's up?
I said it's nuts. The whole thing is nuts. What week are we on? 3?
We're on week 3. We were early adopters for the Bay. it's crazy because it was like, I remember the week that we started doing this, I was still telling people, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's coronavirus? I was like, I can't hang out. I'm not leaving my house. And people were like, what? Like, why? But
Wait, really?
yeah. But the Bay went into lockdown, like all 6 counties around here went into lockdown pretty early, so we're lucky. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
and people take it fairly seriously here.
They do. I was thinking that I was outside earlier and there was like a guy coming up the street and he walked into the middle of the street to make sure that we were going to
Oh
be
yeah,
6 feet away from each other, you know?
I
I mean,
zig
there are no cars on Shattuck.
really,
It's weird.
really.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
There's like none.
Yeah, it's you know, usually down Grove and Fell and shit are like packed, and it's like there's noticeably less traffic, like way less. It's
Yeah.
weird though because like, you know, I'm a big proponent of walks, and taking walks is weird. I'm like, I can't tell if I'm not supposed to be doing this, but like, I'm
Do you wear a mask?
Not when I walk. No, I wear gloves sometimes, but I walk in the park. And not a park, like we talked about, it's not a park that people really go to. It's not like a park where you can hang out on the grass. And it's just so weird. Like, you zig and you have to avoid people. And, like, that is going to... Dude, imagine, like, the week after we get out of quarry and, like, taking a walk. And, like, your natural impulse will be to walk across the street when you see somebody. Even after this is over. Fucking insane. Like,
I know. I mean, we talked about that. It's like, you know, how long does it take to form new habits? 30 days? That's what they say.
mm-hmm.
That's going to happen where we're all going to, you know, we're all going to get used to like hanging out a lot less.
Yeah. It's
in
weird
2
because
days,
I think I actually talk to people way more now.
I think so too, actually. I mean, I know I do.
Yeah. I don't. Like, I know my personality doesn't seem like it, but Liz knows this. I actually don't hang out with people very often.
No, you're a lone wolf.
I'm alone. Ooh, yeah, I do a lot of patrolling. But now I'm always gapping. I'm talking to people all the time. And so it's good for that. Maybe I'll keep that habit, but somehow I kind of doubt it. It felt longer to form these quarantine habits. You know, for me, it's weird. I adapted to this really. I mean, obviously, as we know, I was born for this. I still am like. Part of me is still loving this, but not in like a. I shouldn't have said it like that. It like. Part of me just feels like I'm capable of this, which has not always been the case with a lot of stuff in my life, and I think that gives me a good feeling. I obviously do not love the situation of a global pandemic. But yeah, it's lonely.
I feel like you got in the mindset early, but then it's like you're kind of up here and then you kind of like, you know what I mean?
I go through waves. Yeah, I'm riding it. I'm keeping pretty detailed notes of my mental state, which is pretty much unbreakable.
Are you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I should do that.
You should do that. Everyone should
I
do
need
that.
to start like journaling, actually. I think
Yeah.
that's like, I know it's like corny, but I think it's a good to keep record of these days.
Oh, it's historical, right? This is historical. And so
It is.
I definitely think people should do it.
Absolutely.
Also, it'll help you keep more like sane and pass the time more, and sort of be able to track yourself. I highly recommend that people journal, even if it's just on your computer or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. So I'm still getting called an anti-Semite by this, guys.
Really? On
Liz is a
Twitter?
Nazi, and I'm not sure she's even sure she's in it for the money. I think she believes it.
Wait, what?
Oh, they're quoting my tweets and pretending they're from you.
What did they say?
It's a guy named C.A. Schoolbond. Let me get his thing. I don't know how to use this right. This guy. Is that working? This guy. You can kind of see it here. He's calling you a Nazi. His pinned tweet is, "I can't act like I'm a Nazi because I'm Jewish." Liz Franzak.
I've literally never said that. Wait, is this real?
I think they think, why are you guys calling Liz Jewish?
Wait, what's his name again?
AUHSDBOND. I don't know. If these guys are like, I don't know why you would make your name CA School Bonds. He's extremely based. But this guy's got to be. He's harassing a woman. This can't. I hate it when people are fucking mean to you on the internet. It makes me insane. Because you're so nice to them.
Wait, what the fuck is this?
It's just like a crazy person. Just ignore that guy. He's nuts. I know, but I love nuts guys. So this guy says, "I fucking love you, Liz," on here. Yeah, everybody, be nice to Liz. That's the one TrueAnon tradition. Because if the thing is, if you guys are nice to Liz, then I don't have to be nice to Liz. And so that's, look at her face. She's hurt.
I just don't understand. Why is this person saying?
I don't know. They're just crazy.
Who are all these
This guy's like
people?
actually like mentally insane. Oh damn, these people are going crazy. Red Brown Alliance. Yeah, I don't know. This guy just posts screenshots of a Will Whitaker tweet from 2015 over and over and over and over and over all day. So I feel like our lives are probably better than his. Just hazarding a guess. You know, maybe it's quarantine. People are going crazy. Our enemies are going crazy too. And believe me, we have enemies everywhere. And so our fans.
I just like. I'm sorry. I'm like really confused.
Well, it's a crazy person. You know, like how people are like, their brains are like, it's like a neuron that's like fucked up or something. I don't know how crazy works. But it's just a crazy person.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna block them.
Yeah.
But they're not even quoting my tweets, which is
They're
weird.
quoting mine. I'm just going to, the best thing to do is just like their tweets because that makes them crazier. Let them, you know, it's.
No, I'm like,
No, you
even.
shouldn't do it. I can do it. Yeah, see, I think the thing is people like, again, these are like the same like Corbyn is a Nazi kind of people. It's like it's what's bopping. Like this is bapping people. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. They'll literally go on.
You know, I'm like, I don't know. I'm sensitive.
I know. Someone asked, "What do you think about Newsom calling California a nation state?"
Himbo president.
Dude, that was crazy. He tweeted that California is a nation state, and then in the video, he calls it a nation of 40 million.
What do you think that is up with that?
I don't know. I tried to look and see if he'd said that before, if he'd ever referred to it as a nation state before, and I couldn't find it. It's a little difficult because if you search Newsom, California, nation, and state, there's a lot of stuff that comes up, and none of it really what you want. But it's interesting. I think he's got presidential ambitions in him, for sure. He got boosted up the
Oh
government
yeah,
pretty
absolutely.
good. Like,
100%, 100%.
I want a lot of people.
Also, it's like all these people. I mean, have you talked to the California secession people?
My old coworker is a skinhead.
Fucking moron.
Skinhead secessionist, not like a Nazi skinhead, like a boots guy. Secessionist. He wanted California to secede, but he wasn't like racist about it. So I don't know. Some people are really weird about it. Well, you know.
I mean, I don't want California to secede.
No, I
That's
want it to
it's
succeed.
the fucking dumbest thing I've
It's
ever
the
heard in my
dumbest
entire
bullshit
life.
ever. I mean, no, I don't want it to either. It's only California would only secede for the same reasons that like a lot of like richer Catalonians want Catalonia to secede because a lot of money here.
Well, it's like they're like, oh, then Silicon Valley can just be our government, and you're like, No, I don't want that either. Also, any one of these assholes, they're all tech guys that want this crap, right?
Yeah.
Ask them how the US military works.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that they're like, oh, we can secede and the US will agree to it. We'll negotiate it. It's
Insane.
like, the fuck are you talking about?
I'll only do that
What
if
do you
it
know
puts
our water? Where's the water coming from?
California, Nevada. We'll buy it from Nevada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the US will want to do that after we negotiate such a great deal getting out. Are you out of your mind? These people are, it's so stupid.
Yeah. Agreed. 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 I think that there's the people that want Jefferson to secede, right? You know about them? The state
No,
of Jefferson.
who's that?
That's like the area above. It's like Northern California. I think a lot of people don't know, but there's a lot of California in Northern California, and they are like, well, we don't get enough attention from the government in Sacramento, and then people in Southern Oregon are like, we don't get enough attention from the. What's the capital of Oregon? Is it Portland?
Eugene.
Eugene. Duh. We don't get enough attention from Eugene, and so we need to secede and form our own state. Oh, it's Salem. Whoops, we're both wrong.
Whatever.
I dislike Oregon greatly. I'm not as we know, well established that I am a not a fan of Pacific Northwest because I went through very bad drug withdrawals there, twice.
I like the Pacific Northwest.
Bend is nice. Bend is where I fucking got sent away to the first fucked up place I got sent away. Bend is not nice. Bend should be razed to the ground for simply housing the people who put me through that experience. Bend, you're done. Where would you go if you could go on vacation right now? Where would you go?
I'm like that. All that Nazi shit just like put me in a weird headspace.
Really? I think I'm just used to it and just like, they're, you know, those guys
I
do
don't
that
like
literally all
people
day.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know that that's insane. I'm not a Nazi. Like this is insane.
Well, yeah, but those people think Jeremy Corbyn's a Nazi and stuff. Like that's like that they built their lives around that proposition basically, and so they're.
I'm not used to people talking about me on the internet.
That's the thing. I am, and so I think that's why I'm like, it's fine. But yeah, I get that. It's weird. It's
No.
jarring. Well, I mean, like these guys are literal, actual crazy people. So it's like, you know, it's not like you're being called a Nazi by someone that's like normal. But it is weird, huh? Isn't it? I have that same feeling all the time. It's like people it's weird, I think, to see the stories people make up about you. Like, it's like
I haven't seen a lot of that yet. I guess we had talked about that.
Well,
I guess you said that's gonna happen. Right?
You're seeing that right now.
Right, that I'm a Nazi.
Exactly. That's the same thing that happens to me.
It's also it's offensive because it's like, oh my god, my grandfather was almost killed by the Nazis.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Which we talked about on the previous stream.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's weird. It's also I'm Jewish, but like, it's weird. I don't know. Like, it's just weird to see yourself like refracted off of somebody else, and sometimes those people are not crazy, and it's still weird because it's just like their projection of you is basically contains them. It's when you see yourself reflected from them, you're seeing their version of you that has them in it, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, with normal people, it's weird enough. And then with, like, just totally psycho guys, it's also very strange. I will never let anyone hurt you, baby. Never. This is a telescope I bought in order to see people that would tweet poorly about my Liz. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna happen more, too. But
I know.
I think the thing to keep in mind is that like, I don't know. Oh, we should remind people, by the way, to subscribe so that I can stop sending out those Patreon emails. But it's weird. I don't know. It's weird. I agree with you. It's weird. It's uncomfortable. It's jarring. It happens to me too. There was like some people made some like thread that was like, which way Western woman? There was people got horny for me in the past 2 weeks, which I think is very weird. which
Oh yeah, you showed me some cool stuff.
yeah, I've been
People
getting.
don't get that way about me online.
Yes, that's. I feel like we talked about. I feel like that it's my fault that people don't get like that to you because I'm like I'll kill you if you do. Um, but
They could get a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
wait, I'm hearing some feedback or something.
It's probably because my phone.
Oh,
Is that better?
yeah. Wait, no, I still
No,
hear. Why is your phone?
because I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah, but why would it have my like voice?
Oh, I don't know what that is. Is it from your phone?
No. Hold on, I gotta turn the heat down. It's fucking hot as usual. As shit.
Well, did you figure it out?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's not even listening when he just says things like that, and he's not listening to the question. Um, turn volume down. Ugh.
Hey, remember I told you about them stamps? Oh, I'm gone. Oh no, there I am. I thought it was just all
What?
you. Remember I told you about those stamps that my grandfather stole? Like these are Nazi stamps.
Yes. Do you have those?
Yeah, I got them right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. You might be able to see them. I don't know if they'll be able to see them good. But like, those are some. It says Österreich, so I mean, I guess it's Austria.
Those are cool.
But there's some like really psycho ones. There's free French ones. He like organized them sort of, but like people be loving stamps. I'm looking for the Nazi ones. Maybe this is the wrong. He's got Vatican stamps. This might be the wrong one. Stamps are fucking cool.
It's a gentle thing to. I feel like they don't make stamps like they used to.
Look at this. Oh, shit. There's old Karl Marx right there. I think it's kind of hard to get these in HD, so I don't really know how many I should show because it's just, you know, it's a little difficult to see them. The Nazi ones must be in the other section. There's like Liberian ones. Here's Soviet ones because he collected on his own too. But yeah, I think they're beautiful looking. But yeah, my grandfather stole all these, and he actually bought some too. It's on that, but unfortunately, my dad sold a lot of the rare.
That's
Nazi
such a
things.
nice thing to have.
It's the only thing I have from him. Because he died, you know, my mom, for those who don't know, my mom committed suicide when I was really young, and her parents died like the next year. And then my aunt became an Orthodox Jew, and I never saw her again.
Yeah.
So that's like all I think that's like basic. I have my mom's records too, and I have her AA chips, which kind of cursed. But well, I don't know. They're cool. It's nice to have, but it's I don't know. Those are my dad gave those to me last year. I was like, this is good. Also, these should
That's
be
a
mine
nice
before the
present.
years. Yes. I know. All I have are like these stupid Jimi Hendrix stamps I got for a quarter because like those are the ones that like I send letters with.
I have some cool. I wonder if I can find that actually. I got some really nice old photographs of my grandparents on my mom's side.
That's cool. Oh yeah,
From
I have
that
some too.
recently.
Do you have like old family stuff in your house?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put it on the stream.
No. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I have my parents' wedding photo framed
Well, I
right
know
over
that
there.
one, but like, do you have? Because like some people, my dad has like boxes of old shit.
I am starting to get it because my parents, you know, they moved last year, So I got some stuff when that happened because they were cleaning out the house. And then my grandmother moved this year or late last year. And so she was then cleaning out her house and like slowly kind of like, so like getting lots of old photos and things like that.
That's cool.
But I have a ton from when I was a kid.
Oh, I would love to see.
Do you want to see? I'll show you one.
Yeah,
I won't mind
when you were a kid. I think I have one. Well, actually, I got one. This one's my mother, who I look a lot like in this photo. It's when she was very young. What else do I have that I could show you guys? Oh yeah, this one's my mother too. Wow, it seemed like a real mama's boy with a little brace as a kid. And this is a candle of Joseph Stalin.
What?
Classic big sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm not going to show the ones of my parents. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
No. Hold on. What's in this box? Oh, here's my coin collection. I have a jewel pod hidden in reserve. Oh my god, this might even be cucumber flavored. Hold on.
You have a cucumber?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm smoking a mango jewel pod. I want to be clear about that. Nothing else coming out of here but
mango.
That's mango, baby.
I had cucumber once.
I'm saving that. I'm putting that back in the box. The cucumber one rules. You had mine, right?
Yeah, it was nice.
There was a brief moment where I could still order them on the internet from Canada, and that has passed. No one will even ship to San Francisco anymore. They're too afraid of our fascist government. That's regular. Sniffing them. Regular. But I'm glad to know I have a little... I don't want to show people that. Huh. Very weird.
I think if I have any like cool show and tell things around the house.
I got a lot of bullshit. So
I know you have a lot more stuff than I do.
I have too much stuff. You know what I should do? I'm gonna make a oh, these are cool. I can show people this. It's from my friend Liz. Other friend Liz. These are all
those are very pins. Cool.
Yeah. Including a repeal Taft-Hartley one right there. Remember when people thought Trump was giving people the middle finger? That was like a big conspiracy theory.
Like when he was elected?
No, like he was like signing something and he like went like this with his middle finger and people thought he was like...
Oh, you mean actually? I thought you meant like metaphorically.
No. Trump's been giving this country the middle finger since day one.
I got these cool things. Did I show you this? I was just about to take them to the framer before stupid Corona.
I've been to the framer. I carried a frame picture from the framer back to Liz's house once. I want to say, gentlemanly conduct.
That poster.
That poster right there.
Yeah. No, this is a print from the movie Metropolitan.
Oh, okay. Look at that. Yeah.
Isn't that nice? So there's that one. I was going to send this one to a friend. And this one I was going to keep because I love the holiday party scene so much.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen movies. Classic Whit Stillman.
Brace probably has family money. He's Jewish. My Jewish family, part of my family didn't have any money.
Oh my God. I think people think I wish I have family money. I don't think either of us have family money.
I think I got no money. So the thing is, I think people just think podcasters are like rich because I don't know why. It's like the same reason people think we're on cocaine. We don't live in New York. If we lived in New York, I would get it. But we don't live in New York. We live in a more expensive city.
Yeah. I think because people figure out my life, so they just assume I'm like some rich girl. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Kind of wish that was true.
Neither of us work in tech. We don't have any like. What we supposed? Yeah, it's like that's how you're rich in the Bay Area.
Liz just dresses like she's rich. That's right.
That's true. What? I don't. I dress like I'm on a safari.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Only
this
rich
vest.
people can go.
Remember
Sorry.
when I got this vest? I started wearing this vest every time we hung out. Just every time I went out.
It was good. I like it.
And now it's over. I just don't nothing to do anymore. I'm a big vest guy. I don't know. I think I'm still doing good. I'm still doing good.
Oh, you mean generally?
I think I'm still doing good. Yeah, absolutely. I haven't even
I'm
started.
pretty lonely.
Yeah, I'm lonely too. Yeah, like I think that's just the sort
Yeah,
of.
but you're like literally not alone.
Yeah. No, true. I mean, I think that's. Yeah. I wish could we hang out?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. We were like talking about it, but now it's like
Maybe in a couple weeks.
that's what I think. I think that like there's no way we can last this whole time. Like everybody, I mean everybody. But we're gonna have to in some ways. The thing I worry about is in like a month. You know, people just start being like, I mean, not even a month, in like a week or two. When people just start being like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, I'm going to go hang out. You know, there's all those speakeasies that are
I don't
popping
know
up.
if that's going to happen, to be honest. I think people are going to get more and more vigilant.
Really?
Well, I think they're going to start seeing the news out of New York, for one.
Well, this person just said, LA OC quarantine's a joke. I deliver the Bezos trash boxes, and everywhere still people with like 10 plus people gathered in the house. So exceptions to keep businesses open. Jesus.
That's in Orange County?
Yeah. Which I'm not surprised about. They went parody, or excuse me, parody. I just read the word parody. They went, what do you call it? They did lockdown way after everybody else.
Yeah.
Someone posted a link that Newsom was talking about California as a nation state back in February of 2019. Oh yeah, look at this. Gavin Newsom wants California to be its own nation state in the Trump era. Just 5 weeks into the job, fucking goddamn bullshit San Francisco.
I should look that up. That's weird.
2 pop-ups? Just 5 weeks into the job, Governor Gavin Newsom has crystallized his vision. By the way, Gavin Newsom, one of his top aides, little man named Yashar, not a little man, a very large man named Yashar Ali. Just 5 weeks into the job, Governor Gavin Newsom has crystallized his vision of what California will look like in the Trump era. It won't just be the hub of the resistance against the president, it will be its own nation state. But before Newsom can create a country within a country, he had to defuse 2 multi-billion-dollar grenades that his predecessor, Governor Jerry Brown, left in his box. High-speed rail, never going to happen, and the Delta Tunnels project. In proposing Tuesday to scale back blah, 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 Trump's portrait of America is, to quote, fundamentally at odds with California's values, the governor said in Tuesday in his first State of the State speech. He said the president described a country where inequality doesn't seem to be a problem. Yeah, guess where it's a problem, asshole? In fucking San Francisco, where climate change doesn't exist. Oh, yeah. They're really... Jesus. Fuck, dude. It's just keeping the water situation in mind with that, and where the greatest threat we face comes from families seeking asylum. So California, as the world's fifth largest economy, is going to be a counterweight, a West Coast enclave built on its own values and funded in part by an anticipated $21.6 billion surplus. To counter what Newsom characterizes as a so-called emergency at the nation's southern border, he said Monday that California will move its National Guard troops. Yeah. It's just him being like, we don't need to rely on the federal government.
Yeah, until it comes to a national disaster, and then he's like, FEMA, feds, hello. They're gonna take those muni bonds.
You see that so something I've been paying attention to is the prisoners digging mass graves in New York, and then I think.
Okay, I have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
I have to turn this up a little bit.
And are we loud
is
enough? What's our levels like, everybody?
what?
Are we loud enough? I had to turn mine down because people said it was echoing or something. Like it was, I don't know. I don't know what anyone's ever
I
thought
know,
about
but
it.
I'm having a hard time hearing you. Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to deal until we figure out until I get stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, but so I'm confused because I don't know if that's a new development or because there's already a cemetery there,
Yeah.
and prisoners had already been
Yeah.
able to like do that. So I don't think that that is like a new like they suddenly were like, oh, this is what we're gonna do.
Yeah. It does.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know. I just liked it. I didn't like it.
I know, but I'm saying like you know, we don't need. I mean, you don't need to get hysteric. Like, and now suddenly they're planning mass graves.
Yeah.
Like,
You do see the field hospitals are setting up in the parks there though. That's pretty crazy.
yeah, and Javits is like really, like
Javits is
the
looking
Javits
grim.
Center is crazy.
In the little like tour video I watched, there was like, look, there's a little potted plant in their rooms. But so Javits is where they're planning on treating people with just normal conditions like too big a dickiitis.
Okay, that's what they say. That it's like they're gonna send non-corona patients to Javits, but how the fuck does that make any sense? First of all, there's no like emergent care there. It's literally just rooms
It's
for
just
sick people.
just beds.
Also, if one person who accidentally had corona but no one knew went in there, they would infect everyone. There's absolutely no way. That is only going to be for corona cases.
Everyone's just gonna get corona there. Like it doesn't make any sense because yeah, like you said, unless you test every single person and every single person walking in, that just means that everyone will get corona there who are already sick. It doesn't make any sense. It's yeah. Did I miss you talk about the Pentagon ordering 100,000 body bags? Yes, you did, but I was gonna mention it. Making field hospitals in Washington too. Here, it's funny. I know some people who work in various hospitals here. I think Chapo interviewed this guy. I think I know this guy from Union shit who works in a hospital in the East Bay. So there's a lot of SEIU guys in DSA East Bay, but like, it's so far what I'm getting is that the hospitals are not overwhelmed yet, but they do keep pushing back when they think the peak is going to be. So I'm not really sure.
Which is a good sign.
That's a good sign. Yeah, that means it's not going as bad as I think so far. But it's, I don't know. I'm like just nervous. The person I talked to, who, I forget where they work. Can't remember where they work. And it's the hospital in Van Ness, but I can't remember what it's called. Said that they have enough like protective equipment for now. But again, Kaiser is like really not doing good with that shit.
Yeah, and that's my provider, so great.
Me too. Yeah, me too. It's like that's like everyone goes to Kaiser. Yeah,
I know. I was thinking that like I literally just had like this morning remembered that like, oh fuck, I actually needed to make an appointment for something coming up. Not gonna do that. Just gonna have to wait until next year.
So a lot of people, I think this whole saga basically bypassed the podcast. But when because I was on like the free insurance for like people who have no money for a long time until like 3 months ago, and remember my tooth shit, Liz? I got into the dentist for the first time in like 15 years. They found 3 cavities, which I was pretty proud. The first 2 go fine. Third one drilled too far, fucked up. I keep going back, but because it's the poor person's dentist, they think I'm trying to get drugs, and so they won't even like check me out or nothing. They do an X-ray and they're like, "Oh, you're fine," but I'm like, I can't breathe. It's like fucked up. I collapsed my.
Don't you have dental now?
I do have dental now, but like this is 2 years ago. I collapsed my first day at Anchor after like signing all like the papers to be an employee. I collapse and like almost pass out because I have this throbbing headache. I go to the hospital where I meet up with my buddy Apache, who has to go there once a month because his fucking feet swell up too big and he can't get out of his cowboy boots. And he has to get insulin because he's too poor to afford it. And he also eats a lot of candy. They look at my tooth and the lady's like, "Oh yeah, you have an abscess the size of a marble. You're gonna die." I go to this fucking Ukrainian dentist, he fucking real gross. It's like leaking out of my mouth at work. They do a root canal. He fucks up the root canal, and I have to go back and get another root canal from him because there's only like 2 dentists that take Medi-Cal. And then finally, I'm on insurance, and I go to the real dentist, and she's like, "Man, they really did a fucking number on you. There's like no tooth there. It's like an open tooth. There's a tooth there, but there's nothing in it. It's just like an open tooth, and I can't go get a cap on it because it's like I don't want to go to the dentist right now." Sorry, that was a really boring story, but
It was scary when that was happening.
yeah, it was like bad vibes. Also,
wait, I'm gonna grab a snack because I need to eat something really quick.
No problemo. But I'm telling you guys, it's this dentist shit. Talk about the guy who tried to crash a train with a Navy hospital ship. I haven't read that yet. I'm gonna read that right now. We're doing an episode tomorrow, the 3rd part in a series, which I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I've been deep at work studying the events of a certain notorious day in American history. The new Pearl Harbor. An engineer deliberately ran a train off the tracks at high speed near the Port of LA, right? It's LW, baby. In an attempt to crash into and damage the USNS Mercy hospital ship, prosecutors say. The Pacific Harbor Line train derailed Tuesday, running through the end of the track and crashing through barriers, finally coming to rest about 250 yards. Ooh, poor showing, brother. From the dock naval ship. Federal prosecutors allege train engineer. Wow, he works there. Eduardo Marino, 44 of San Pedro, like the Minutemen, intended to hit the ship, saying he thought it was suspicious and did not believe the ship is what they say it for. All right. The train crashed into a concrete barrier at the end of the track, smashed through a steel barrier and a chain link fence, slid through one parking lot and the second lot filled with gravel, and hit a second chain link fence. It came to rest after passing under a ramp leading to the Vincent Thomas Bridge. The train remained in that position Wednesday. No one was injured in the derailment, but the train leaked fuel that required a hazmat response. The authorities say Marino admitted to hitting the train intentionally, but he did not plan it out in advance. It is believed he acted alone. His statements were, "You only get this chance once. The whole world is watching. I had to. People don't know what's going on here. Now they will." He's been charged with 1 count of train wrecking with a maximum of 20 years. So, Liz, this guy tried to crash the train into the hospital ship in the Port of San Pedro, which I might remind you again is an ILW port.
That's where my family. I mean, that's where my dad grew up.
He's guilty of being a train wreck. This is the Sadie Doyle biography of him. Your dad's from San Pedro?
Yeah, that's where he grew up. Well, he was born in Buffalo, but
respect. Yeah, there's some weird shit going on with sailors too that I actually haven't been talking
really, are they getting sick?
I don't really exactly know what's going on with it. I've been talking to members of pro-democracy groups from the Philippines who are working with my union because a lot of these sailors are Filipinos. And I don't know. She just my lady just texted me from the organization, and she's like, I'm not telling you guys the fucking name of it. And she's like, we got to talk about this because I guess all the sailors are stuck out or something. I don't know. It's from the Princess Dream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, a ton of people don't know this, but like most of the sailors in the world are like Filipinos. And Filipinos actually, I mean, the government has like official guest worker programs where they send them overseas and stuff. Like a lot of these people, work in Dubai and stuff like that. The sea is no different. They work literally on all these ships because, they're good sailors and they can work for very little money. Yeah, but what is that poster behind you? I don't know. It's not a poster.
Why does every time someone asks you that?
A ton of Filipinos in the U.S. Navy. Very true. A seaborne people. Every naval base is a Filipino food joint. Okay, Brace, turn around.
Did you think someone was there?
You know what? Liz, I gotta say, I will never stop liking quarantine a little bit because I love being locked and loaded 24/7. I love it. I love it.
Why?
Because I'm just like, if things start breaking down, I'm ready for it already. It's not there yet. I don't need to be doing this at all. But it could happen. And if it does happen, I'm ready. What are you eating? What you snacking on, baby? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Okay, fine. A lot of people don't know this, but Liz and I have been doing TikToks. And...
No. I think TikTok is for the birds.
People say you live in a city of millions, you're done. Shows what you fucking know. There's not even 1 million people in San Francisco. Who's the smart guy now?
I'm just having some cheese and crackers. That's all.
Respect for that. I got a lot of respect for that. Classico, Italian meal. Christ, I don't know.
Oh shit.
Surrounding the city, then it's a peninsula. By the way, we are not okay. Here we go.
Grace is running out of ideas.
You're not helping. Inside tip on Kaiser: immediately firing nurses for wearing N95s without permission. Major crackdown from corporate. Not surprised at that. Do you have revolvers, Braze? Of course I have revolvers. I don't know. I mean, what do you want to talk about? We had talked vaguely about stuff we wanted to talk about, and I forgot all of it.
We already kind of talked about what we were going to talk about, which was the CIA stuff, and you wanted to talk about
me running into people. I still am thinking about that. I think I don't want it. I think even if the rules were such that you could hang out with somebody 6 feet away from them, I think I wouldn't do it. It's I need to not betray the quarantine. But is this
respect the queue?
Is this just a desire for me to discipline myself? Am I what am I doing?
So we were talking about this before we started streaming. We were saying one thing that's so hard is, every morning, trying to pretend that life is normal and you have a reason to get up and do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And part of that is one, trying to find new and creative things to do, but also what I'm finding is if I don't shower, have coffee, get dressed immediately, or work out or something like that in the morning, I'm just useless.
Mm-hmm.
It's becoming I'm realizing the kind of discipline that I have to have in order to not go insane.
Yeah.
And I feel that's an important exercise to go through. And I'm realizing, one of the most terrifying prospects is all this shit you've always said, oh, I wish I had the time to do, I wish I had the time to do.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not the time that you needed, babe.
Yeah.
It was the will.
Yeah. It's
And now it's showing that you don't have any will.
No, that's the thing. It's been I'm out of focus again. Now I'm too in focus. I need to shave again. The problem is if I don't, I got sleep problems. I think I just need to start taking a trazodone at 9 p.m. and going to bed early or something. I don't know. It's I can't do it. I sleep late and then I wake up and then I feel terrible. And I've been trying to exercise more. I take a walk usually between 1 or 3 or something like that. It's always my most difficult thing in my whole life. What I've struggled with is being able to be self-disciplined in a schedule. I think a lot of people think I might be because I've gotten a lot of stuff done and I do stuff, but that's just because I have the will to do it, but I don't have the will to discipline myself to do it. So eventually just my will has to overcome my incredible sloth. And it's the same with this, even working on our episodes and stuff. I'm I'll start a document. I'll start putting down notes. And then 4 hours after fucking later, looking at fucking gun YouTube, I haven't done shit. I don't know. Exercise helps. I've been trying to exercise every day. My sponsor and I are in a push-up contest, which is a little sad because he's 55. He works at a hospital. but it's, I don't know. It's difficult. Like, what do you, if you don't do it, you just lay in bed all day?
No, I'm just like, it's like then I just feel lazy and then I feel gross about myself and it like then it just like keeps going and then you look up and it's like 1 o'clock and you haven't done anything even like remotely close to productive, even if that's just like me fucking picking up shit in my living room or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think for me, it's like a part of it is texting people because I text. I hate texting. Or like I don't hate texting. I just don't. I don't like it because I never know when it's okay to just not do it anymore. And now everyone's texting all the time, and it's like I have to. I don't have a Mac, so I can't like be on the computer and be on my phone. I gotta hold it, and I can't. And so. I use it like an ape. That also distracts me because I'm like, I need to talk to people. But then I'm like, fuck, I'm just like looking at my phone. Like, I think I just need to, something I would try to do when I was not in quarantine was just to like not look at my phone for like 6 hours at a time. And it's weird because you can't really do that now. What's up?
I can't do that.
You can't really now because it's like then it's just silence, and you're not talking to anybody, and you can't go anywhere. That's the thing. Is like I'm great. I go outside. I don't need to look at my phone. Blah blah blah. But now I'm just like I'm gonna walk the same fucking 20 block radius, same 20 block radius. See the same. I've been looking at people's houses, man. I've been fucking following people to see what houses they go into. Not in a weird way. Just like who are my neighbors. I've been going all up and down. I'm not saying what neighborhood I'm in, but I'm going all up and down over here. And now it's like finally I have like I don't know. I just like know every house. There's a lot of distinct Victorians where I live. I can recognize them now. It's weird.
Someone asked if we would ever do a Love Line app.
Well, the thing is, yes, but Red Scare already does those.
I know. That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, I feel like they got that covered.
Yeah. We could do like more general questions and people could ask whatever, but that's their, I feel like that's their beat. You know what I mean?
Also, I don't know if anyone wants advice from me. I have a terrible track record.
I'm thinking of your track record. Yes. Wow. Boy. Yes. That's a shame. It doesn't make any sense. What happened?
I don't know. You froze. I froze.
You clicked something. Oh.
I just did now. You always think it's my fault. It's just,
So what I see is so here's what I see. Liz. I see a hand. I see your hand moving and touching something on the computer. And so, I use the noggin here. I'm like, well, Liz messed with something.
Yeah, because you froze. So I was seeing what's going on.
I could also see what was going on. Yeah, I don't wanna. We can't rip off Red Scare. If they start streaming, we can have them on.
Am I a blonde? I'm not a blonde.
No, she's naturally dumb.
I had blonde hair at one point.
Yeah, you did.
Like white blonde hair.
I don't know if I know that. I knew you had like the brown hair.
It's brown now.
See, to me, that's black.
It's not black. It's just the light. It's brown. It's dark brown.
This is brown, ladies and gentlemen. Natural. This is red, unfortunately. So I got to shave. I'm not a great beard guy. Red Scare Love Line.
This is not a real brunette. I am a real brunette. Oh my god. People are crazy.
I don't know. We could do. I don't know. Like I don't know what else to do. I don't really know what we can do on Twitch streams because it's just us talking so far. I don't know if people.
Well, there's the one that you can do where people can call in.
How do we do that?
It's scary.
That's scary though. Because
I know, but it might be fun. We could try it.
We could try it, but do they have my phone number?
No. You do no. No, they call in through the the platform.
Young Chomsky music set. Actually, we do. Well, I won't. No spoilers, but clear your calendar Saturday night.
Mhm.
But they already have my phone. What's the Winky robots doing? But like, can we? Can we? We can like I don't know what do other people do. I don't want to watch another Twitch stream to get ideas. When I go to the chapel one, they're just playing video games. Hassan is just like a handsome guy watching. Respect. The other guys, everyone's just playing video games. So we're not gonna. I mean, I would love to make Liz play a video game, but unfortunately, she can't. She's over there.
Do a Mystery Science Theater live?
Oh, I don't think we can watch things. She plays VR. We don't have that kind of stuff. I just like I have. I don't understand. I have this like. What? I got a stapler. I don't have VR. No guy with a stapler has VR. I'll tell you that. Oh, that's like I got some old deodorant. I don't even need this anymore. I got nice deodorant now.
Oh, you can run it off YouTube.
So like, but I don't know like but like here's what I like don't understand, and you guys need to help me. How can you guys see us if I'm watching YouTube and you're watching my screen?
No, because we have to set it up different in OBS.
I understand. I think I know. I would do the window capture. Wait, but no. I don't know. Fuck, man. I wish I was. I don't wish I was better at this. I actually don't care. I don't know. I just like, cause here's the thing. Like, I don't know if people come on to watching this stream because like they think we're gonna do an episode or something. But that's a lot of work. We got to do this. We got to save those for the episode.
I don't think anyone thinks that, Brace.
I can't tell because it moves too fast.
Everyone is like, oh, we just like hanging out.
That's fine with me. If you know what window capture means, you've got what it takes to figure out.
Yeah, you just have to do the screen. No, I know how to do it. I can walk you through it.
I wish. I'm actually very glad that this commentator here does not know how long it took me to figure out window capture as opposed to display capture. Because it was quite a while. I don't know. We're almost at affiliate or partner status. I don't know which one comes first. We're almost at one of those. We have to stream like 5 more times. I was thinking of just like getting it out of the way by just reading a book or something on here.
I do make good pierogies. Maybe I can make pierogies.
Liz, if you cooked, I no shit, I would watch it. I feel like it'd be relaxing. Brunig cooks, right? She does it. You can do it.
Yeah. I've never watched one of hers. I should text her and ask her about it.
I'm a mommy streamer. You know what? So it's crazy. You know, like the OK Boomer girl. You know she DM'd
Nico.
the podcast.
What's her name?
Nico. You know she DM'd the podcast.
No.
Yeah. Swear to God. And
Wait, I'm gonna look right now.
No. Don't. I've been talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go on it. I'm gonna go on her thing.
Oh shit, you were joking.
Not joking, baby. Yeah, it's a little nervous. But
I don't have no.
you're not invited,
opinions.
honey. You're not invited. It's a solo mission. No. No co-op. No co-op mission there. You are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Uninvited. You are good. But just you're lucky she has no vocal fry.
I'm zipping the lip.
Dude, wouldn't it be so funny if just like I just like put out an episode with just me and like a fucking like idiot TikTok girl that like I paid $500 to do it with me. And just like that was, dude, if I was smarter for an April Fool's prank, I would have just
That
done
would actually be really funny.
if I would have just done a fucking TrueAnon episode, like written out all the notes and like been like, we don't, for those of you who don't, we don't like script the episodes. They're just like, we just like, our only thing we have on our computer is like notes of like facts or whatever.
Yeah, nothing's scripted.
Yeah, I think some people think it's scripted, but it's even like the cold opens.
Not at
we
all.
just make them up. We do make them ups. But if I just like did it with like, not even like a famous one, just like some random TikTok girl, like I just scrolled for hours until I found someone with 500 followers on it and got her to do one about like Franklin or something. That would have been a great prank. Has anyone tried to prank you today?
No.
Okay.
Who would? Like the man I'm staying with, or any of my friends that I see? Come on.
You can prank someone from afar. I told people Tom Hanks was dead today.
Oh, you did tell me that, but I didn't believe you.
Yeah. People tend not to. I'm a classic pranker on April Fools, and unfortunately, I have been not doing so great this time. Yeah, I don't know. It's a great holiday, and it's bullshit. Like, it's, I don't know. You should be able to celebrate this with your loved ones. Like, you should be able to like tell someone you have HPV. You should be able to tell somebody that you fucking have HIV. You should be able to tell them whatever you want. And you should be able to. It's a free country, First Amendment protected under that. That might be a little not as much. But because of this goddamn virus, I can't do pranks on people. Do you know how much I could trick you? I could so easily trick you. And I can't. I can't trick you because it's more difficult via text. Because I can do it really convincingly.
What would you do?
For a prank? Okay, I got it. So this is if we were hanging out. Liz, can I talk to you for a sec?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, so this isn't for sure yet, but like, I think I might be moving.
What?
Yeah, I think I'm moving to Berlin. Yeah, I mean, it's like now that like we've been doing this and stuff, like I got a pretty good offer there, with this, fuck, I'd have to figure out what it was for. You
were screwing me out of the podcast.
Well, that would be what it would be leading up to, is that like I was like I can't do the podcast anymore.
Or like I'm gonna keep doing it just without you.
Oh, that would be a good one too. Yes, I met this German woman, Lisa. And that would be a fucking good prank. Or another good one would be, I got like some fucked up news. I need a lung transplant.
What?
I need a lung transplant.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that would be, and you would be like, why would he joke about that?
That would like make me cry.
Or I would call you and be like, Liz, I was fucking with my gun and I shot through the wall and it hit my neighbor.
Or if you were like, I shot Jen.
Ooh. Or I shot myself.
It froze again for me. It's gonna cut out. But
is?
I'll be back. It's gonna cut out. So.
Would you?
But it'll come back.
Could you prank me?
I'm not really a prankster.
You're not a trickster, which I appreciate because, you know, some women, they prank you. They do this thing where they're like, I love you. And then it's like, actually, you still got to pay me $500. Yeah. I would also, a good one. Liz, check this out. This is me. Oh, I lost you, baby. Now it's just me. Hello. Where is Liz? I don't know who any of these people are. I know who that guy is. I don't really care if you see their last names. What are you gonna do? Call Timmy Hefner? There she is.
I know it keeps like
Isn't
freaking on my
she
computer.
lovely? Here's a good one. I would call you for this one, or I would text you. I'd be like, "Hey Liz, I can't record tomorrow.
Why?
I'm going to a detox. I relapsed."
That would be a really good one.
Fuck, dude, I should do that today to my sponsee.
No, don't do that too. That's
Yes.
fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I'll do it to my sponsor because he's like a trickster. So he is a prankster. He eats chips with rubber gloves on.
What? Why?
So he works at a hospital and he steals the rubber gloves from the hospital. This is pre-COVID. I'm sure he still does it though. Steals rubber gloves from the hospital, brings them home, and he's like, he doesn't like food. Like, Blanket doesn't like food. And so he eats chips with like blue gloves on, or latex gloves on, because he says it's messy if you don't.
What is he eating?
Chips and salsa.
Just like normals?
Chips and salsa. It's very weird. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely fucking do that to him tonight. I'm gonna text him at like midnight and be like, I relapsed, or 11:59 because it still has to be April Fools. But I mentioned this earlier, but so I've been going to Zoom call AA meetings, and it didn't happen at first, but now it's every meeting, and like a lot of it is just tons of people saying racial slurs, and occasionally
Yeah, it's like you said there was like one or two guys, and now everyone's up in the mix doing
everyone's doing it, and it's like it's not even just like people playing porn; it's like actual people video of them and they're masturbating, and it's like big on your screen. It's like a guy like pranking his hog, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm all." It's like kind of a good prank because they're like, "I'm like I like really need to share. I'm all fucked up," and then they'll let him share, and it's just like jacking off. But I don't get who they are. Like, I'm not, like, sure. I'm bored, but, like, that seems, like, really bored. And a specific kind of horny that seems difficult to,
You know, lots of people are into lots of different things.
Yeah, but it's weird because getting walked in on masturbating is, by strangers, is probably one of the scariest things I can imagine, right?
Well, that's what people like. It's the shame.
I hate being ashamed.
I know, but that's what people get off on. Or
People
some
get
people.
horny
I don't
from
know.
the feeling of shame.
Yeah, they like, it's like, oh, I feel so bad. This makes me feel good because I feel like shit about myself because I am a worm. I am something to be shameful. You know, it's psychology.
Is that what neurodivergent means? Because I feel like that
No.
diverges very much neurally from me. That is very strange. Yeah, I get that. I just like I don't know. It's weird. It's like, do people get horny from guilt? Like, do they steal $5 and then fucking? Ooh. It doesn't make any sense. I get that people are into it. You know me though, classic kink shamer.
Oh, that's like my brand.
Maybe that's why people think you're a Nazi, because you're a kink shamer.
They think I'm a Nazi and like a trad cath because I make fun of their like dorkiness. It's like, no, you're just dork.
Yeah. Also, we're not tradcasts. We're integralists. I think that I don't even. What happened to those guys? Omari or whatever.
Did
that guy
you
was?
see? He was just published in the Atlantic. Everyone was freaking out.
No, that was him.
Yeah, everyone was freaking out. Yeah, that was Adrian.
Oh, that's a different guy. Oh, but that's the integralist guy from Harvard.
Yeah, that's Vermeulen. He follows me, or he did. I don't know.
You should prank him.
All those guys follow me.
You should prank him. Do they think you're Tradcath?
I don't know.
How come no one thinks this stuff about me?
What are you talking about? People think you're like, we just talked about it. Everyone thinks you're a CIA agent.
Like I get a zit on my chest. How come no one? It's not even a zit. It's like a fucked up. It is a zit, but I got one. It's yeah, but like, how come I don't get ones that like braces a very specific esoteric kind of Catholic? I guess I
Oh,
get.
someone just said I'm a Protestant, and no, I am not a Protestant.
It's funny. It's funny to hear
That's
you.
even more offensive than the Nazi
It's funny to
thing.
hear you
Just kidding.
Christ cucks talk about this because I'll tell you what, to a Jew, all the same to me, baby. Protestant, Episcopalian, Catholic. We're talking religion again, baby. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's, you gotta pick two. Become a Hasid. I am a Hasid. I'm a white Hasid. Um, what's your opinion on the schism? What's the schism? No schism here.
We're not talking about the church.
Oh, the church. Oh, a bunch of baloney. No, they should convert to Judaism. That's my new thing. It's like, just convert to Judaism. Much easier. All your problems solved. All the Catholic shame you feel, you don't have to feel it. Jews are shameless. That's where we get our power. We have no shame. We have guilt, lots of guilt, but no shame. And I think everyone could learn a lesson from that.
I think, okay, going back to the AA thing, I feel like we're going to see new and novel forms of like shameful online horniness.
How do you mean?
Like as the quarantine goes on and people like start losing their marbles more and more and more, there's going to be like new, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that already, like, well, we talked about
I feel like girls are going crazy.
Girls are going fucking crazy. You also see, I gotta say, my girl Nico, people are going a little crazy about that too, because they're like, fuck, everyone's horny for her. It's like, yeah. I think people are going a little crazy though. It's been 2 weeks.
I feel like a lot of the ladies are losing their minds a little bit.
Speak on it.
And on the flip side of that, you see a lot of men cowering in the face of crisis.
How so?
I just think
they can't.
We're seeing a lot of wheat separated from the chaff. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta say, fellas, now's the time to pounce.
Well, no, it's not so much that. I just mean now's the time to man up.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing as pouncing. Both panther-like behaviors. Panthers do two things: they crouch and pounce, and they man up. Man has to be like a panther. Yeah, I will say that the behavior of women that I've just observed in the wild, and by wild I mean on the internet, has been really like amazing to watch. Just like the public behavior.
What have you seen?
Just like there's like just lots of selfies. Lots of selfies. Lots of let's say explicit cries for help.
Like what?
Just people basically saying I'm horny alone, in other words, than those. Which I get. I mean, fellas, let's get a horny and alone going on in the chat. Wait, how do we get the little things that like a lot of OnlyFans starting up? That's true. And I don't even know if they're doing it for money, although I can assume some are. I think people are just doing it because they're like, that's like I don't know, it's something like that to do. Because it's weird. Like my friend was telling me she was going on, like she was meeting guys on Tinder and like face chatting with them. And she was like, it was totally bizarre because it's like, what are you going to set up like different face times with people? Which she said it's good because you can weed out guys with weird voices, which I don't like when people say that. But,
wait, what?
You know, guys like this, like, I don't know. She described him as having a high voice. One of my AA friends. But yeah, I think we've seen, especially in the corners of Twitter, which I've seen, I think we've seen a lot of people. It's weird because the fellas are like retreating into themselves.
I don't think all of them are.
What are they? I don't know. You tell me.
I mean, I think they are, but I don't think that. I think they're like, or it's the opposite where they're like, I'm not cut out for this. I'm importing a wife to do this immediately for me because I can't I can't rise to the
A
occasion.
core whore. I shouldn't say that. Nah. Can I say that?
Ah, fuck it. You already did.
Yeah, I already said it. Sorry. It rhymed. I wouldn't have said if it didn't rhyme. Yeah, I think so. I know of a couple people who've done some emergency shack ups due to quarantine, which I gotta say, very risky proposition there. Very risky proposition. I think should I say you shouldn't do it? Maybe you should do it. But I'm saying it's you might be trapped with somebody that you might bite off a piece of cake thinking it's a honey. Thinking it's a specific honey cake from that bakery down in Hayes Valley. It's very good, 7-layer honey cake. And then instead you get a macaroon.
I mean, okay. Yeah.
Um,
I like macaroons, but I know what you're saying.
you know what I'm saying. I also like macaroons. I couldn't think of a bad cake. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of it?
What?
Just like people's
Being alone during quarantine?
Yeah, or just like people's quarantine sort of lashing out. Not lashing out, but just like reaching for something.
I mean, I think it's understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, we're fucking on Twitch right now.
Yeah, that's true. Desperate times.
I don't know. I mean, like, I think it's understandable. I totally get it. I don't really hold it against anyone, but I also I don't know. Like, I'm alone.
Yeah.
Most of my friends are not. And like it fucking sucks. Like I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You
like
know? It's lonely. And you really only have the internet as like a point of contact, which is not ideal at all.
no, not none whatsoever. And it's hard to like yeah. That's difficult. I wish that you could drive.
I know. Well, you can't come over here either.
Yeah. I know. I wish you lived in the city, at least. Not saying that Liz doesn't live. I'm not telling you where Liz lives. Although I will sell her address to you for $4,000 if you just... Fuck it, I'll say it now. It's 115 Telegraph Avenue. Cross Street is Ashby. That's where she's at. Out of my hands. That'd be fucking crazy if someone just like burst through your window right now.
That's not my address.
I know, but I'm going to keep saying addresses on the podcast as a sort of test to see if people go there. And once people start going to the addresses I say, then I'll know we've made it. It's weird. We should I don't know. I want to do more. You remember we were going to watch a movie on that fucking thing? We should do that.
Okay.
There's some I don't know. I'm just I should be more social, It's No, I wasn't not talking about you guys, just me and Liz watching a movie. We should watch JFK. Have you seen it?
What should we do?
Have you seen JFK? I've never seen it.
You've never seen JFK?
Oliver Stone movie, no.
We should watch that. That's fun. I can't believe you've never seen it. Oh my
do it
god.
this weekend. Or Friday or something. I keep being let's do it. Only tomorrow I'm busy because we got a fucking we got a thing tomorrow. We got a hell of a thing tomorrow, by the way. It's at least Liz, at least we have the fucking podcast. Right?
I know. It's true.
It's true. It's what a weird world, right? It's weird that it blew up. I still think about that. Maybe that's weird to talk about on stream. But I don't know. Weird.
I still think about it too.
I still think about it all the time. What the fuck? We just do this now? It wasn't even that. I don't know. It's just weird as fuck to me. But I saw someone wrote Under the Silver Lake. I really disliked that movie. I did not like that movie. Also, didn't like Horse Girl. That's the thing. I watch a movie and then I'm like,
What was that? Wait, hold on. Sorry. What was that?
Horse Girl was better than Under the Silver Lake, which I don't know what that says about me, but I found Under the Silver Lake too contrived. Watch the Carlos the Jackal miniseries. Of course, I've watched the Carlos the Jackal miniseries. Did you quit your day jobs? I did quit one of my day jobs. I quit Anchor, but I still am in local 5, or excuse me, local 6, meaning that I'm eligible to work there. And if they need jobs, I can work those jobs and go to the hall. Or actually, they just get a phone call. But I'm also I still work as a drug counselor, if you can believe it. I'm a peer counselor, meaning I have no official I didn't get like a degree or anything like that, but I go into different rehabs and I rap at you and I talk to you about you're all fucking fucked up. I was fucked up too. I'm really good at it. It's like, but it pays really bad. Have you guys? Oh yeah, have you listened to the new Dylan song?
No, I haven't yet.
Boy, the song sucks, but it's very interesting. We'll talk about that like maybe episode after next. I think we should talk about it. But
Okay.
Dylan's so weird because Dylan's
Isn't it like 24 minutes long or something?
17 minutes long. Dylan is weird because like he is somebody who was going like his shit was getting better and better. I like his like I probably like later albums than a lot of people do. But then it's just like crashed so fucking hard. And it's like you think about this, it's like Dylan, like the Rolling Stones or any of these guys that's old guys that still play. It's like they haven't put out a good record in generations. And they're still going for it.
I know.
Dylan doesn't even sing at his shows anymore. He literally just talks. Like he just talks the lyrics. Remember he got arrested for being a homeless guy.
No way.
My favorite Dylan album, that live at the Royal whatever Hall. It's got a really good version of. I can't remember. My brain's all fucked up today. I didn't sleep well.
Someone asked me if I'm okay. I don't know why they asked me that. I'm okay. Why? Do I seem not okay?
You seem a little sad. You are a little sad.
That's my natural state.
No, your natural state is a little less sad than I don't think it's weird for you to be sad right now, Liz.
Okay.
We're in like the third week of quarantine. You know, it's not I'm having a little fun, but it's difficult to be having fun. You know, our days are starting to blur for you, huh? Yeah, me too. I mean, they did it before, but more so now. I think you should start writing out what you're gonna do the next day.
Yeah.
Like write it out.
That's a good idea.
Like I used to do that. I should actually do that now. I will do that today. But writing out what you're gonna do the next day, because the next day you're gonna look at it and you're like, I can't do all this shit, but it's like you have to do it. I don't know. Should we write our speculative fiction book? What if Jeffrey Epstein?
No, this is not something we've talked about.
No, this is your idea for a speculative fiction. What if Jeffrey Epstein did get frozen after he died and was reborn in 2050, and he had to fight the Blade Runner from Blade Runner 2049? That would be fucking pretty crazy. He was a synth. He was a skin job. Did you like that movie, Blade Runner 2049?
I thought it was fun. I don't know.
I don't think I really did either. Maybe I need to rewatch it.
I mean, Blade Runner is such an important film to me. Like,
me too.
That was such a formative experience watching Blade Runner as a kid.
Me too.
And just all of that moment and it's kind of like when you're developing your aesthetics and your politics and everything. That's kind of when you start watching stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I mean, no, I didn't like it.
I don't think I really did either. It felt contrived. And I don't like that.
It was contrived. It was even somehow too stylized,
yes.
even for Blade Runner.
Yes, it was. There was too much no talking and people. I don't know. It was
It was like it was like less of a film. It's like they weren't even interested in making a film as much as they wanted to convey a vibe,
Exactly.
which like is such a bummer.
Tell
Like
me the
that's just so
fucking plot of that
bummer.
movie. Tell me the plot of that movie, Liz. You
It's the
can't.
plot of the
There's no
movie is
fucking
the same plot as Blade
exactly.
Runner,
Basically, but like not as like
but not as good.
Harrison Ford was so perfect for that, and it wasn't. The thing is, Blade Runner is like a noir movie. Blade Runner 2049 was like
Not
you
noir.
know what it is? It's a Blade Runner skin job. It's an imitation. Well, maybe that's what they were trying to do. Maybe it's high concept.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Because
so
it was
either.
like more interested in looking like a fucking music video than it was looking like an interesting film. I mean, I don't know.
No, I agree with you. I should be a guy. I mean, I'll get into French films. It's a bunch of horseshit conversations that take place after some cool motherfucker. It's just like, and it's like the guy's stylishly sad. It's like, nah, that's not what it's like. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's LA. It's you know what it.
Everyone's mad at us. Sorry, we didn't like it.
Yeah, I saw Blade Runner, like the original one, in all the different cuts with my dad a bunch of times in theaters when I was a kid because they would play it at the Castro here. And I tell you what, that thing stayed with me. And Blade Runner 2049 did not stay with me. I watched the trailer for it the other day because I was like, what happened in that fucking movie? And I was like, I don't remember any of this. Like, it's I can't tell you what it's about. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I did that prank today where I said we got signed to Victory Records.
I saw that. That was very funny.
That's part of my, like, dumb idea I have where I'm like, what if record labels sign podcasts?
But I love that someone was like looking forward to the Earth Crisis split.
Yeah. I know, I got to say a bunch of hardcore references, which is... I like sometimes making very specific references that, like, 1.1% of our fans will appreciate. And everyone else will be like, this guy's fucking stupid. I don't know. I wish I was on Victory Records.
Everyone keeps saying movies. It's funny. It's like, of course I've seen Godard movies. Who hasn't seen Godard movies?
I'm sorry. If you're asking a woman that looks like that if she's seen Godard movies, fellas, you need to go back to school. Are you fucking kidding me? You gotta come up with better than that.
You're negging me. That's a neg.
That's a neg right there, fellas. And it's a neg that's not gonna work. I'll tell you that. This is not a love line here, but I'm saying. Pro tip. Girl that looks like that, she's seen it. She's seen the Godard movies, my friend.
No, I'm saying you're negging me.
No, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to neg you.
No, but I'm saying you're negging me by saying that because I look like this, it means I've seen a Godard film. That's a reverse. That's a neg.
Fellas, can I get a braces right in the chat? Can I just do this? This is so much power in this. Yeah, I mean, have you?
Yeah, duh.
Yeah, I know. I can tell. You can tell. Yeah. I'm not saying you look a certain way. I'm just saying that there's a certain, you know when she's seen the Godard movies, you know? And you know when that's not going to impress her either. Right? Like if a guy was like...
I'm not easily impressed. That's my problem.
What does impress you?
I don't know anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the new Corona world. Women don't even
That feels maybe, I don't know. Actually, I do know, but I don't know. It feels a little personal. I don't know.
Do you want to say it in a vague way?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't want to get into I don't know. That feels like getting into my stuff or something.
What? I'm trying to do psychology on you. I am your analyst, Liz. Listen, I go to a Jungian, so I know all about Jungian stuff, which is nothing really to do with what we're talking about, I guess. But, yeah, I don't know. People are impressed by things. I think it's more difficult now to impress people because everyone has basically the same like same method to capture information, right? Like it's like your esoteric knowledge right now. It's like doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, it's like other stuff that impresses me. That's like personal qualities.
Oh yeah. Well, that's duh, of course.
Like
Um,
having a strong sense of like personal integrity and like seriousness is something that impresses me. Like kindness, honesty, those things. That sounds like it shouldn't be impressive, but like to be honest, it is at
yeah,
this like, at least in my experience, I haven't really met a lot of honest people in my
just
life, unfortunately.
yeah. You've dealt with some jokers and not cool jokers, like jokers. Um,
But
I am personally impressed by giant gazongas because I'm like, how you got those? What happened?
well, I mean, your DM TikTok friend, she just bought them,
Listen, I'm sorry, Liz.
which is
If
fine.
you buy a
Actually, you
nice,
know what? You know what's something so cute, which I really loved. I actually don't care about that stuff at all. But my friend said today that the best saying about that is if you can touch them, they're real.
was that a man or a woman that said that?
A man.
Respect to him. Respect to
Isn't
him.
that
That's
so
the
good?
truest. Damn, that broke through the fucking. That pierced the veil,
I
man.
knew you would like
I
that
love
too.
that. I
That's like
love that. I've never in my life touched a pair of fake boobs.
me
I've always
neither.
assumed they were difficult. They were like rubbery or something. I'm sure they make them good now.
No, I think they feel normal,
But
right? I don't know. It's the 80s.
yeah, I don't know. I feel yeah. But I don't even know what normal. What's the new normal, baby? Um, but yeah, I don't care if someone gets fake boob. I think it signals a certain something about you. But you can have other qualities, I guess. Um, I'm not really a boob guy. I'm a leg guy. I'm a
Are
gams.
you?
Oh yeah. I don't want to fuck the leg or anything. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not horny for a leg. I'm just attracted to a leg. I'm like, that's a great leg. I can appreciate a great leg. Um, you mean ass? Oh, that's ancillary. Yes, it is. But the leg is what I don't. I feel weird. I don't look at people's asses. I'll say that because I do not do that. If a girl walks by, I will not look at her ass. I will look at her legs because I feel like that's okay. And I'll comment on them.
You like to keep it classy,
I keep it
which is
classy.
funny because everyone thinks that you're like super crass.
Well, I am crass, but just not
Well,
in those
yeah, but it's like
situations.
it's more like a joke, kind of.
Yeah.
Than like it's not like you actually are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like a performance bit.
Yeah. I'm actually like, you know what I do? Here's the thing about fake titties. The thing you got to do is you got to mind freak girls, right? Like Liz, you got to send them mixed messages, but you got to send them the most bizarre messages that are mixed that you can think of. So like, first thing you got to do is just like, if you are making love to a woman first time, straight for the titty, mouth on, and then just curl up. Like, don't let her notice. Like, because like eyes will be closed because she's pretending to enjoy it for a second. Curl up, mouth on the nipple, and then start sucking. But don't stop. Like, here's the thing. Don't like touch the body or anything. Just don't stop sucking. And just like, hear me out. It's a mind freak. And she's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Is he just bad at this?
I'm like, no, I'm gonna focus.
I'm mind freaking you right now. They're like,
It won't find me.
you gotta go, I think, like this. Can you give some tips to Liz in the chat? Oh, look, it's crazy. I'm looking at you in the past right now. This is when you were in focus.
There we go.
There, you're back. What you gotta do is you gotta mouth to the nip and suck as hard as you can. Like you wanna get some milk. And then she's like, at first she's like, okay, like whatever, he's like touching my nipple, wonderful. And then like 5 minutes into it, it's like, wait a minute, this guy's been doing this for a long time.
5 minutes?
10 minutes into it, she's like, all right, she'll say something. You're just like, 1 second. 15 minutes, you're like, she'll be like trying to put your hand towards her vagina. You're like, absolutely not. I'll start hugging her. Either two things might happen. Either lactation will follow, and you will get a nutritious treat.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up, dude.
That's never happened to me. Or
that's not how it works.
it's just babies have really strong mouths. Or
No.
she makes you stop, which is generally what's going to happen. And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then you just got to pretend like nothing happened. You'd be like, "Oh, I don't know. Sorry. Like, I guess let's just have sex. I don't know." She will be like, "You go home probably that night." Because she's like, "You can't stay here." And her mind is so freaked. And then you just got to call her the next day and pretend you've never seen her before. Just be like, "Hey, do you want to meet up?" And she's like, "We saw each other last night." You're like, "What are you talking about?" And she'll be so fucking mind freaked from that. And just like, and then when you meet up with her, you literally got to pretend like you've never seen her before in your life. Like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Harvey." And she's like, "I'm Nico," or whatever her name is. And then just like do it and then just have normal sex with her. And she'll just be like, for the rest of the time, your entire 30-year relationship, she's like, "Did I dream that?"
You love mind games.
But the thing is, it's not like normal ones. You got to just do it like, and so she's just like, "Oh, this guy's a psychopath." And that's
definitely for a certain type of woman.
Yeah, well, I got type. It's also never tell her. Here's another thing too. Never take a selfie in front of her. Never play video games in front of a girl. Never, what's the third one? There's other ones too. Never comment about what you look like. Like, never be like, "I don't like my nose." Just always be like, "I look great." And just be a psycho. I don't know. That's the thing. Women like psychos. They like, you know how everyone's like, women like
You
bad
say like
boys?
passion.
What's up?
Passion is good.
They like the passion of psychosis. You know how they're always like, women like bad boys? Just be.
I don't really, but
all that's a universal law. Universal law. You got to just be bad, but then also be good. That's called the yin yang right there, which is another spiritual 69, which you should also never do. Never eat a pussy. Never. And then 3 years into it, right when you're like, "This is my mother," the night you introduce her to your mother, wow, 4 hours. 4 hours down there. Dude, I went to my friend. I used to be friends with a girl, Jen B. I'll say, I don't know. It's Jen Bach. I don't care. And I went to high school with her, and I was like friends with her after. Like, not just buddies. And I once also, her parents were really rich, and I spilled a glass of red wine on her parents' like white couch. They lived right near Grace Cathedral in an apartment that overlooked the city.
nice.
Well, she was like, "I put garlic up my vagina for like, I don't know."
You've told me this story like so many times.
I'm telling it on the stream.
You always bring this up.
Because it's so fucking weird to me. Because isn't there like a medication? I don't even know what you're medicating there. But she said that once she's like, "My boyfriend just ate me out for 4 hours." And I was like, that is astounding to me. That's like, ugh. So after that, I was like, that's never happening again. Yeah, I'm going to tell this story every single time that we do a stream.
Have you already told it on the stream?
I'm sure I have. I've been thinking about it a lot lately because I passed by the house. She lived on 24th across from the library, and I passed by that house like a week ago, I guess like 3 weeks ago now. When I was walking home from young Chomsky's abode, and I was like, damn. It came back to me. I was like, fuck, I remember that happened? That was fucking insane when she told me that. I'm not even part of this story. She just told me something that I thought was insane. Yeah, because I'm just like, did she have a garlic flavored pussy?
I don't. No comment.
No, hey, none needed. Uh, oh, another good thing is to not be able to get a boner. Because then that'll give her a complex. That's a good one, because then she'll be like, you know, when it's actually because of your diet and your heavy regimen of Marlboro Reds, but if you can't get one, she's like, fuck, dude, he's probably so used to hot girls that I can't even do it for him. And then, weird hair for a sec. And then the next time, just again, always pretend like you did nothing and that nothing ever happened. Yeah, someone said it's a sign of respect. It is absolutely a sign of respect to not be able to get a boner. And I wish women would understand that.
What?
100%. Because
Wow.
I respect you too much to fuck you. That is a good trick. If that ever, it's only happened to me one time in my life. That's not true, but it's only happened to me one time, notably in my life, and that's just because.
Yeah, you don't need to get into it, Bryce.
Get into it, but instead of just pretending like nothing happened, I was just like, I should have been like, it's because I honor you and I honor your spirit. Our spirits talk. Speak on. I'm not going to speak on that. That one's a little dark.
Someone said if Liz didn't like the story, she would change the subject. That's totally true.
Well, it's the thing is, we're doing this for 3 hours, right? And both me and Liz, we've had kind of weird weeks, I feel like. The vibe has shifted a little bit. I'm shifting back into full gear, but I shifted out for a second.
It's just like a weird month for me, at least.
God, well, it's April now. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Rabbits, rabbits, rabbits. My dad always taught my dad and I always say that. I have no idea what that's from. I'm sure he didn't make it up, but on the first of the month, I always say rabbits, rabbits, rabbits. Usually when I wake up, but mostly when I just remember, because it gives you good luck.
That's nice. Rabbits, rabbits, rabbits.
Look at that. I'm sure it's like one of the funny. My dad's name on Facebook used to be a name that his like college friend used to call him. It was like I'm not gonna say it because you could probably still find him on it, but it was like a funny name that's Hungarian, but it also happens to be the name of a Hungarian like fascist general who participated in the '56 uprising, and it was also like in the Arrow Cross Party. And once like the crazy people who thought I was a CIA agent found that, they thought that was like the missing key, that I was like descended from Hungarian Nazis. Dude, Hungary.
I know. Serious situation.
EU's not doing shit.
No. What do you think he's going to do?
Orban? He's not doing shit for Corona. Dude, there's no toilet
He's not?
paper. No, well, I mean, I'm sure he's going to have to do something, but like, there's like no toilet paper in a lot of the hospitals, let alone like protective gear. I don't know, because they've been slashing the health system like crazy.
I know. It's a really bad situation there.
Really bad. I mean, you know, that's the slave labor law that they did, where it's like you can work overtime for 2 years for free. It's like...
And everyone's doing it.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why. Like, I get that, like, it's basically a mafia state, but, like, he still is popular among a lot of people.
I think, well, some of it is remember that article I sent you about the nationalists, the kind of like nationalist revival.
The Magyar rides.
Yeah. It's
funny.
interesting.
The only Hungarian I know is black.
I don't know any Hungarians, actually.
Have you ever met my friend Rashida? You actually came to a... No, I don't think...
Wait, is she?
She's Hungarian?
Hungarian?
Yeah. Her mom's like from Hungary. Like very Hungarian.
Oh, but I know Rashida.
Yeah. Rashida's Hungarian.
For a long time.
Yeah. She like goes there all the time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she speaks it.
That's crazy too, because that is a Fucking
just like,
language.
I just wonder. Yeah, it's a crazy language, but I just like I marvel it because she's the only Hungarian I know. She's black, and I'm just like I wonder like how she's treated it because she like loves Hungary, like she like is very into it,
Mm.
and she goes there all the time. So I'm curious. I should ask her about that. I'm sure she has plenty of time. She loves the pod too. So she'll definitely
Nice.
respond to me. Isn't Rashida an Indian name? I don't fucking know. Turkey's not handling the corona thing well either.
I mean, is that really a surprise?
No, they've just been doing. I bet Hungary will do something like this. They've been arresting people who like spread panic.
That spread what?
Panic
Oh, you told me that.
for over Facebook posts.
Fake news.
I'm of two minds. I believe that we should arrest people over fake news, but I believe I should be the arbiter of that.
Yeah, it should not be done now.
No. Dude, I saw a fact
And
check.
anyone saying that is like fucking dumb noodle brains.
I mean, the Democrats invented the whole fake news thing, right?
I mean, how like fucking lame do you have to be like, oh, please, Mr. Zuckerberg, please, will you ban the posts?
Yeah, it's
It's
just
like, shut the fuck up.
Well,
Also, no one cares. Also, log off. It's fine.
yeah, it's fine.
Remember Kamala Harris ran her whole campaign trying to get Donald Trump off of the internet?
You know what? They should. Oh yeah, I forgot
These
about
crazy
that.
losers. Like, you're all losers. Whiny baby losers. You're talking about internet posting?
Ridiculous. Oh, and everyone was all mad about Brianna Joy Gray saying that thing about like.
What did she say?
She was like, "I wish that your mom could have had Medicare for all or something." Or not, she didn't say something like that. She was just like, Kamala Harris said something like coronavirus testing should be free, and I think she was like, so should cancer stuff. And I don't think she didn't mention her mom or anything at all. And then everyone was like, "Oh, she's a dead mom. Like, what do you think of that?" Here's the fucking thing. Okay, so her mom died of cancer. Was a cancer researcher. Here's the thing. Her mom fucking, if she had lived long enough to see Kamala's presidential campaign, her mom would have died of fucking shame. Her daughter's pathetic.
I mean, why? That's dumb. I mean, but also, wait, but it should be, like, cancer treatment should be free.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, that's
why are
the
we
whole
talking
thing about all of this. Is they're saying that coronavirus testing should be free, but nothing else? Well, like
also, it doesn't matter because did you see that premiums are going to go up 40% next year?
Oh, yeah. Was that just in California or was that everywhere?
That's what they're predicting everywhere. So it's like, so who gives a shit if the fucking nasal swab is free? By the time you're on the ventilator, well, it's not a good situation. And you're going to have to deal with costs for just getting back your life back together that are even higher next year.
Dude, I can't even, what are you guys doing today? Like, are you guys paying rent today?
Oh, good question. I actually haven't mailed my rent check yet.
I haven't paid rent either, but I'm like confused, like, because, all right, this guy's saying yes, not yet, no, but like, are any of you guys like not planning on paying rent or like just can't do it? Because I know people who can't do it, and it's just like, there was like all this bullshit about Newsom halting evictions, or freezing evictions, but it's not true. It's like, it is fucking fake news. There's a rent strike happening. Yeah, but the rent strike, like, it's not. That's Joshua for Congress shit. Like, it's like it has to be more organized than it is. I'll say that. You have to like organize for your neighbors.
Oakland paused rent.
For everyone?
Yeah, I think they froze rent. Pretty sure.
Damn.
I
mean, I think more people will pay it this month, but next month, I'm just like, May 1st, what's that going to look like? I can't, but my roommate said it's not going to happen. I can pay rent. I can only... Oh, building by building. Yeah, you'd have to do it with your building. Brace for Congress. Oh, Sean McKelvey is organizing a rent strike. I can't say what I want to say about Sean McKelvey on the stream. But I would love to go to his happy hour, and I would love to shake his hand. I would love to grasp it very tightly. I would love to grasp his hand and shake it and tell him how much I respect him. His massive, doughy hand. I would love to look into his beautiful eyes. Sean. Kiss him. Kiss him on the lips. If you know what I'm saying. Saying I like the guy. Respect his work a lot. Fucking hate progressives.
What's his work? Tweeting?
His work is fucking progressive bullshit. I fucking hate progressives. It's
Yeah,
tweeting.
I don't like
I
progressives.
hate all these New York whiny fucking loser sons of bitches who fucking think that they like, I don't know. I just, it's such a load of shit. Abolish ICE, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't have a political platform. You're just a fucking, you're listicle. You're a human fucking listicle.
Well, out of focus again.
Show my penis. I can't. My dick's all fucked up right now. It's in the shop.
It won't,
It's in the shop.
it won't find me.
Liz. Every man's dream. Liz this far from them.
No.
Look how clear I am. You can see every single one of my disgusting Jewish moles. My
It
horrible
won't
red
find
facial
me.
hair.
There we go.
Nope.
No.
Guys, help her out here. We don't know how to do this stuff. Blurry Liz is like,
I
this
don't
person says
understand.
Blurry Liz is iconic. Liz, you are iconic. I will say that. You are Liddy and iconic. Brace dropped the skincare
There we
routine.
go.
There we are. Just had to focus. Put your hand in front of that camera and slowly move backwards. We were doing that. Liz for Congress.
Ugh.
Liz is the campaign manager for Mike Gravel. The thing is, people didn't get mean
The
enough.
team don't like me anymore because I made fun of them.
I don't even want to fuck with that, man. I don't want to.
I'm gonna zip the lip.
I wasted a lot of time in my life. I don't feel like wasting any more of it.
I don't care about progressives. Sorry.
You should be first lady.
That would be fun.
You'd be a great first lady. To like
But I'd have to be in the mix too.
Clinton
Not
style.
just doing all the decorating, which I would enjoy doing.
Clinton style, you're saying. If Trump
Maybe a little
actually,
Nancy style.
oh yeah, just be like, honey, that's like the Dick Flattener meme.
I'm blurry again.
Because you
I
keep
don't know.
moving. You're all over the place.
Well, I'm like antsy. I got ants in my pants.
You got ants in your pants? Jesus Christ. I don't feel comfortable with you mentioning pants on stream in case our fans get horny. I should sell our stuff. I shouldn't. You know what? You know what, guys? You can be horny for Liz. In quarantine, you're allowed to. Usually my rules are very strict. In this case, fine. Open season. Draw fan art of her. Think about her when you're going to sleep. Make your own ASMR using a computer simulation of her voice. You can do it. I give you permission. And her address is 1489 Shotwell Street in San Francisco, California.
That's not my address.
I'm bored with hearing simp, though.
I think I'm like over that term.
Me too. I'm bored of
I
it.
also like, so it's just like what is it? I mean, I know what it is, but it's also like, everyone's saying it so much now too that it's like, it's lost all meaning, no content.
Yeah. There's nothing there anymore. It's done. You're good. It's cuck for the new decade. Yeah, cuck is back though.
Love cock.
We took
always.
back cuck.
I mean, everyone who
We took cucks.
long, like Longtime TrueAnon listeners know that's very much a part of our vocabulary.
God, dude, Liz, I watched a like left wing. There's left wing YouTubers.
Like who?
There was this one guy. I should send it to you. Dude, it fucked me up watching it. What was it called? Something slime. It was like something slime, and it was like the beginning is like an animation with him wearing a shirt that said "King of the Cucks," and it's just like my brother. I'm sitting here. I'm talking to you with a zit on my chest, pores, facial hairs. I'm a mess. Do not call yourself the King Cuck. Do not do that to yourself. But it's just like, if you do YouTube videos, I understand that we're doing a strip stream. If you do YouTube videos, you get in the cuffs.
I feel like the aesthetic of YouTube video is like awful.
It's awful.
It's like all looks like
Awful.
it's like Nickelodeon
That's what this guy
cartoon
looked like.
crazy with people just being like bug out eyes and whoa, isn't it crazy? But that could be so, and then they go into like left wing like propaganda or whatever.
exactly.
But it's like
you're just preaching to the choir.
it's like, why do you all look like goblins?
That's the thing. It's like it's not
It's
hard.
scary.
That's Mein Kampf. That's my struggle. Is everyone's just like, you know what? I'll just like it's just subculture shit. It's subculture shit. No one wants to see that. It's just you're preaching to the choir. The choir all has BPD. ContraPoints. Like, I'm not gonna watch a ContraPoints YouTube video is like 2 hours long. You kidding me? I'm not
Isn't
watching.
it also like why you shouldn't be transphobic? Like I don't think that those are meant for us. It's
I
like
think she's canceled. I think she's.
well, I already know the answer.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I think she's canceled. I think she's transphobic now. Again, not my. Not
I don't.
my fucking
I don't follow this stuff. I'm
not
sorry.
my fucking problem. Don't like YouTube amongst yourselves. I'm not. I'm a streamer. I'm a streamer. I'm like I'm like a stream. I'm like a streamer. I can't think of a single one. I'm like the guy that's
There's
really
just
good at it.
something about it that just like the aesthetic of it just turns me off. It looks like sicko goblin shows, and everyone's like kind of is like trying to be like wacko baby.
Yeah. It's not my thing. Listen, I'm an independent private investigator, unlicensed. Same with Liz. We're not entertainment figures. Yeah. Hey, my name is.
It's not my birthday tomorrow. People are saying it's my birthday. It's not my birthday tomorrow.
It's Liz's birthday tomorrow. It's not Liz's birthday tomorrow. No, but you should send her a present to 1413 South Van Ness.
My birthday is coming up though.
I know. I'm thinking of what to get you.
Is it going to be something from your room? Or are you just looking around to see what you could give me?
Well, I can't go to any stores. I got this. I got this big old Brecht book. Look at this thing. 1 million poems in this fucker. Yeah, I don't really got. I got. I'll figure something out. I can give you something. Whoa. Unhealthy. You want to call in a sec?
Yeah, I guess so.
What's up? You seem down?
I am. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm just saying you seem down. But I'll do whatever you want to do. If you want to keep going, we can keep going. If you want to stop, we stop.
I'm just looking at comments. I don't know.
Is the brewery still operating? Yeah, there's like a few guys down there. The brewery's not operating. There's just a few guys during the yeast. Oh, you see Virginia Jeffrey? I retweeted her like 5G thing.
No, what did she say?
She retweeted. I didn't actually watch the video yet, but she retweeted a video about 5G and Corona, which we have seen videos on 5G and Corona. So We got to do a 5G
We're gonna have
episode.
to do a 5G episode.
We
You
have to do a
realize, right?
5G episode, yeah. I'm so anti-5. Dude, I'm not even for 4G.
I'm on 5G.
I'm on 5G right now. You can't see that. I'm on 5G. Could you beat up Waves? That guy also dated my ex-girlfriend.
I know. Oh, I kind of know him.
I ain't got no time. Ain't nobody got time for that. I can't believe that guy's still making music.
I didn't know he was.
Well, I assume if he's still going by Waves. I mean... Will you read us a Brecht poem? No, I might read something up to you guys tomorrow. I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe I should just go.
No.
I'm sorry for being bummed.
Well, you don't have to be sorry for being bummed. I just want to make you
This
not
shit is
bummed.
hard.
What shit are you talking about?
Just, the whole thing is hard and
Weeks and
overwhelming.
weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of isolation. Yes. It's difficult, but you got it. You can do it. You can do it, baby. You can do it. You just gotta you gotta get back into the groove of it. I know you can. Tomorrow might get you back in. I think we're gonna do that episode tomorrow. We're gonna be back into it. We just gotta start working more. Is what we gotta do.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Because we're doing the stream and stuff, but we gotta start working. We should start working on a 5G episode. We do gotta start working on the episode after this one. So,
I know.
But I think that's because that's the only time when I'm really distracted is when we're doing this, when we're watching 8-hour YouTube videos. I've been running in place while watching them.
Have you been doing the rebounder?
That's what I'm doing it on.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's good. I get a little sweaty in there. Sometimes I lift the weight. I carry this 20-pound weight and I'm running. It sucks. Is anything even happening with Epstein stuff now? There's some Epstein shit, but no,
They're still trying to get the. Did you see they're still battling there was a judgment this week. They're still trying to get some of the documents unsealed.
I do not.
And Ghislaine's lawyers are trying to give them the runaround and all of this shit.
The Ghislaine's lawyers are so pimped. They're just like, oh, we don't know where she is. She just sends us messages. Such bullshit. I'm sure they don't know where she is, but it's the Epstein stuff is the courts, as you can imagine, moving rather slowly right now, and that's sort of the next big break we're getting at. But yeah, we got some shit. We got to get Virginia on the show at some point.
Yeah.
She has a publicist. She gave me her publicist number. Or not publicist, but understandable. She has a guy that you got to go through to interview her. But I feel like we would mind meld. She seems really good. She said she liked Bernie Sanders because he had socialist ideas.
Mm.
So I'm like, that's
cute.
Yeah. I tried to get someone else involved in that on the show, and they wanted too much. They wanted money, and it was too much money.
I know. That's the problem.
Which I is fine. I don't fault them for that whatsoever. But we just literally can't. I can't afford it. Brace, are you muscular or soft to the touch? I would say sticky is my main characteristic. I'm sticky. Oh, Liz, this will cheer you up. It's a little gross, but you got to bear with me on this. So when women get aroused.
Okay, I don't know if this is what I want to do.
Just saying. It's sweat.
Okay. Why is this cheering me up?
Because it's pretty gross.
Okay, I don't want to talk about this at all.
I'll tell you guys about it later. I have a whole theory now.
It's not. You're wrong, by the way.
I know, but my theory is my bit is that I'm a guy who thinks that it's just because people get excited they get sweaty.
This is a bad bit.
I thought about it on my walk the other day. I'll do just like a guy who's like, "Oh my god, you're so sweaty." I didn't really do the bit right there, but you get the gist of it. Fuck. I wish I had.
All right.
You want to end it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll say goodbye to them.
All right. Well, have a good night, guys.
Ta-ta.
Well, we're doing this. When are we doing this? Sunday?
Sunday, but there's also something Saturday night. That's not us, but we'll be watching.
That's right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I'm not done yet.